Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Over the Horizon with our lovely cast of misfits, ne'er-do-wells, and oh no, now I sound like Jesta. Let's move on. Um, who's going to do recap for us today?
I can.
Welcome. Sorry.
Nose
Fuck.
Ghost.
I can do my best.
I was already picking my nose, so like my finger was ready.
Jesus Christ.
We start off wandering in the caravans, traveling across the plains of existence. I don't know. I'm trying my best, okay?
I'm trying my best, okay?
And then, from nowhere, a fog approaches. But not just any fog. Our illustrious adventurers noticed something immediately was wrong with that fog. And then as a pixie decided to fly off, she fell to the ground, burning from acid as her wings melted and melded to her flesh, permanently scarring her for life as she screamed in pain, and the party did everything they could to ease it until we had to put her down. And then we learned
Didn't
that
happen. Hold on.
Someone's a bit thirsty for Friday.
no, I've just been playing horror games. And then so we learned that the fog was acid type. It burned. So we were like, oh shit, we need to run. So we sprint. We stir the horses up into a gallop.
long stridered a bunch of people.
Yep. We long strided
Bunch
the
of
horses.
horses.
The carts went butter, 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 except our car was like do 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 do.
Amy was a warhorse.
Yeah,
Explain.
he was a
Bolton.
warhorse and led the pack.
See,
The
I told you
fog.
she turned into a deer.
The fog picked up speed, it increased, it grew, it surrounded us, and we barely just crested right through the fog, right off a cliff, was it? Or we almost went off a cliff.
Almost went off a cliff. You
almost-
ended up in a ravine.
The cliff was there, and we sharp turned and we went straight down into a ravine. And that's where we found a small town looking place. I guess small town, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Buildings and illuminated and surrounded by the fog. We were stuck within. We found strange glowing mechanisms on the edge that kept the fog at bay in a lighthouse that seemed at both inhabited and abandoned with a recently lit fire, but dust and no one around. So we wandered and around the town. We went into the library after Sage was like, sis, you gotta see it. She's like, no, I don't gotta. You gotta see it. And when Sage says you gotta see it, you gotta see it. So she goes. He walks in, and Deidre and Sachiko.
Welcome.
I was like Ashita. I don't know where Ashita was coming from. That was on my
Sheeta.
when Sachiko were like, so Lotus, why are you in here? I thought you were at the lighthouse. And Lotus is like, I was at the lighthouse. And they turned from Lotus and looked at Lotus and were like, whoa, what the hell? Who is this then? Doppelganger. And Lotus is like, hey sis, and shit. Too many names of the Moon Garden
Dahlia.
family. Dahlia was like, hey sis. And they were hugged, and we were all like, "Oh God, there's two of them. What are we going to do?"
Yeah, but she's also clairvoyant and is not. She's not creepy. She's creepy in a not creepy way.
And as she hugged her sis, she's like, "Whoa, your shit's gonna get weird. You're gonna have a happy time. Look out!" And then she was like, "Nice to meet you all." And she shook people's hands, and we're like, "Hey, you
Gave
shouldn't
them
eat that
looks.
steak you were gonna eat in 2 days. It's not gonna be good for you." And we're like, "Huh?"
She didn't say that.
You may as well have.
We need to establish our anti-doppelganger protocol. That is true. And so we met Dahlia, and through Dahlia we met October, who was like the caretaker of the library. And then through October we met. Might be where I was getting the name mixed up because it wasn't Ashita, but it was
Astra.
Astra. We met Astra.
Ashita, a
which
fucking
vampire?
ninja shows up and it's like,
Astra like popped
Question
up.
mark?
We all turned and we're like, vampire! And she was like, I have been here for many millennia. The skies turn orange as oranges fall into waterfalls and to rivers and oceans. And we're like, what the fuck is she on about? And she's just like,
crazy from reading the books.
nice to meet you. Welcome to the place. Deers gallop at a rate of 42 miles per hour, as Malkavians are meant to do. Uh, I can't remember exactly what she said. It was a lot of weird things.
It was a Malkavian talk. None of it
Yes,
makes
it was
sense.
Malkavian talk, exactly. And then we were just like, yep, that's a vampire. And then they were just like, welcome. This is the library. You're stuck here forever. But not really. And so Dahlia invited us to coffee and tea. And so we all went to go have some tea. And I think, did we meet another person?
We met the actual
Tea lady.
owner of the shop.
Veronica.
It started with
Veronica,
fuck,
yes.
Veronica. Okay.
And we met
I remember
Veronica. And, oh no, she's hot.
Oh no,
Girl.
she's taken.
Does that stop?
Oh,
some
that's
people?
right.
Oh no, she's taken by Lotus's sister.
And so we're just like, hey, we're here to have some tea and coffee and whatnot. And we kind of just all hung out and kind of got to know that like Beacon is just like this town that they had wandered at some point. And Dahlia had kind of become like was she like a helping out with the caretaking part? I can't remember what Dahlia was doing.
Yeah, I can kind of fill in a little bit of what you guys would learn over the night.
Yeah.
I went to go get food. I stormed
You went
off
to go
'cause I
get
heard
food,
that.
right? And Veronica would have mentioned to everybody who stayed after tea. I also serve food. I don't like to tell people who are impatient that though. So, what can I get you? And her big thing is she can't do as much volume as Reika can. And Reika, Reika serves a giant buffet style every night. She does breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You guys would have discovered that evening, that there are roughly 50 people in this town. So you guys, there are almost as many of you guys as there are of them.
Okay.
Trying to think. Other people you guys would have been introduced to during the night. Let me get my NPC notes out. So, you have Astra.
Mhm.
She speaks for herself. October. He speaks for Astra, who speaks for herself. You would meet the elected official for the town, Timmy
No.
Babblebrook. Someone want to describe Timony for me?
Zaphod Beeblebrox? He's great.
Oh, Timmy
What?
Babblebrook. So Timmy Babblebrook is a halfling. She's, of average height for a halfling woman. What is not average about her is her weight for a halfling woman. She's a big girl. She's a big girl who rides around on a greyhound named Bombo. Bombo is her trusty steed. Timony has long, wavy, dark brown hair, bright, shiny green eyes, and always just seems to be happy. Little ruddy cheeks and a big old ruddy nose and everything. She's just a wholesome, big halfling. And like most halflings, also has an aversion to footwear.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. She would explain
And probably
that
just lives at Reika's.
probably when she's not at home. Yeah. Timony Veronica's next on my list. That's why. Timony would basically mention, "Yep, if you have any problems, you come to me, and I take care of the problem. And by that, I mean I put him in prison."
Were we all
No,
playing a
no
different
trial
game? 'Cause
or
I don't
anything?
remember Timony whatsoever. Was
No,
I drugged?
I am introducing NPCs you didn't meet yesterday or last week.
Oh, okay. Enjoy
So-
that. Have fun.
I think you might be interested in some of these as well.
I'm here for it. Let's go.
Uh-huh. Another character all of you would have had a chance to meet is Clem Dusterboot. A bow-legged red tiefling with an extremely long tail, wearing dark leather chaps, a black buckskin vest, and a telescope gambler-style hat cocked towards the front of his head to accommodate his uncurled horns. Clem, as he'd say, "Yeah, I run that blacksmithy down there, and I just take care of whatever need to be done taken care of now. Y'all need anything fixed, anything, borrowed Ford, whatever need to do, need help, anything like that, I can take care of that for you." And no, there isn't a translator for Clem, I'm sorry.
I understood it all.
Good. You guys would have met Reka, a wizened woman of indeterminable age, with a cheerful smile and rosy cheeks, wearing an apron over a simple dark frock. She is the owner and only employee of this restaurant. She was a little stretched last night because there are so many of you, and she's not used to having to serve that many. Probably something along the lines of, "Well, we just make do here, but I can fit you all in. Absolutely. There's always room for one more at my table."
Oh, she's sweet.
Another NPC you would have met is the town doctor, Dr. Felman Grain. Dr. Grain is not a magic user, but is a doctor. That is mostly everything there is to tell about this man. Tall, thin, sallow, kind of a dour-looking individual, but he is exceptionally well-mannered and polite. There are a couple of other small characters here that you'll be able to meet as you go along, but those are the big ones. And unfortunately, settling in for that night, it became readily apparent to the townsfolk there were too many of you guys for them to accommodate. So most just ended up sleeping outside or in the wagons. Because you've basically doubled the population of Beacon. So, morning has arrived.
Oh.
What is everybody doing this fine morning?
Well, honestly, Attila probably would have been one of the ones that slept outside. He wouldn't have minded. That'd been fine. I'm going to go help cook breakfast. That's going on somewhere, right? I mean that hasn't changed whether we're on the road or not.
All right. The Pixies would have. You probably join up with the Pixies, and the Pixies would tell you, "We're gonna go see if Reka needs help," and one of the Pixies would probably, "Yeah, she's still nursing a acid-scarred wing, so
Aw.
she's a little slow on her feet today." But other than that, yeah, that's what they're doing. So now,
Sorry, microphone didn't want to unmute. Add that to the chart. Snow's probably taking this time, lazy early morning to work on the carts because there's no point to getting out if we can't go anywhere.
This is very true. Gideon?
Were the carts badly damaged?
All of them had been ridden rough.
I think
Our
Gideon
suspension was going out.
probably is actually with Sinel, since he does have practice with working with wood. He can help carve down any new pieces that might be needed or shave off pieces.
Yeah, you're holding a weird collection of tools that shouldn't exist because they're made completely out of magic.
Check. What are the Moon Gardens doing this morning?
What time is it?
Early morning, probably 6.
They're busy.
They?
Mm,
Wow.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Well, there's a couple of them that are busy.
Cat, actually.
I don't know what Sage and them are doing. Fuck them. Lotus is busy in a weather show. She slept in a weather show.
Let's see.
It's fine. Maybe
I
she
think
make coffee. Fuck it.
Well, hold on. I was gonna say.
Okay.
Hold on a moment. Attila.
Yep.
Maybe you're going to go get breakfast. Or going to go help make breakfast.
Yes.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see movement from the weather show.
Okay.
A figure steps out of the weather show. It's Gwen. I think she catches your eye. And then she just smiles. And heads off in her own direction.
I don't know how Attila would take that. But I think he would just probably nod to her as they make eye contact and think, huh. And then just keep going on. I don't think he'll think anything more of it.
Gideon and Sanel, as you're working,
I'll
you
remember
see
that.
Gwen probably walk by, but all you get from her is a morning. And you didn't see her leave the weather show.
Yeah, probably just nod to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sanel's probably like underneath the cart. Maybe even sometimes the way Gideon helps is Gideon's probably strong enough to pick one up enough for Sanel to start working on the wheel suspensions and all of that, especially on ours, since ours probably has a lot more delicate things that need to be taken care of because Hans, the transmission through.
We tried to cold start it.
Cold start your cart. Bro, you gotta rev those horses every 2 hours, or else you're
I
gonna.
don't know what the problem is. It ain't got no gas.
I know. Speaking of the horses are all in rough shape. Remember how I was talking yesterday about the term healthy as a horse? These are not healthy horses.
Lotus will make them healthy in
I
any
could
way she can.
try. I will try.
So,
No, like in the way that makes sense and is appropriate. Sure, I will try.
right. Now, Attila, as you guys are headed towards Reika's, the front door is open, all of the windows are open, and Reika is feverishly cooking at a stove. And I think they take one look at this and realize this is a kitchen built for one. So they turn and go, change of plans. Attila, want to help us make a fire pit out here?
I could do that, but I could do that real quick. But I think I do want to go talk to Reika. And like, even though it's a kitchen for one, Tilla's serious about trying to improve his cooking skills, so he's got to learn from people. So he would want to go sit in and just be like,
Poor
"Could I just
Attila.
watch?"
Poor Attila. Reika goes, of course, dear, of course, dear. Now, as my great-great-grandmother used to say, every recipe is better with a cup of love. And that means attention to everything you do.
Okay.
And she's going to doesn't Tilla have that look on his face?
Yeah, no, he's like actually like listening.
Uh-huh. And you see, you watch her as you know what she's probably making? She is probably making corned beef hash.
Not what Attila would make, but
And if you ask, what's up with that, she would go, well, I bartered for this from your folks. And we don't have a ton in the way of meat here.
he just lets out a big sigh.
As you
He's
can
like,
see, we have chickens, but they run wild, and that's about it. We don't have anything else. Not bigger.
is so you have no means of getting other. I mean, I know the fog is all around us, but
Well,
Is
for
there any?
example, if we decided to breed cattle, where would we put them? What would they graze?
That's
If we
fair.
wanted to eat your horses, they wouldn't last very long. They don't look very tasty, anyways.
I've been thinking the same thing. They don't look very good. But
Gideon, go ahead.
I was just gonna say there. Well, even though you don't got any meat, I'll. I've been on the road with these guys for a while, and so it's not always that way. But so I could live. I just want to make learn what I can. Maybe branch outside just meat. So maybe this is
Oh,
good for me.
okay. Well, let's see. If you want to grab some more, if you want to grab some potatoes, let's make hash browns.
Say less. He says that. I don't know.
She points you to a barrel, and these barrels
Say
are
less.
filled with tiny potatoes. We're talking, they fit in the palm of your hand, like a human hand, not an Attila hand. Regular potatoes fit in the palm of an Attila hand. Anyway, these are small potatoes, like the size of avocados. Small avocados.
Mm.
So what you're saying is, she just hands Attila an avocado, and he goes, "It's an avocado.
Thanks.
Thanks."
Yeah,
God.
I'll start gathering ingredients for her and
Yeah,
trying to be as helpful as I can be. Actually
you
learning.
shall be her gopher for breakfast. Now, Attila, not Attila, Gideon and Sinel, as you're working on the cart this morning.
Yosh.
At some point, Grelka will come by. Hey, how's it going? She's got Diogi with her.
So now probably, I guess the best word for it would be slither out from just enough from under the cart on their back to kind of look over and be like, "Good morning. Good morning to you as well, DOG."
Diogi walks over and licks your face, as dogs do in their way of
Yeah,
greeting.
Snow gets that
Uh-huh.
look.
You've got dog breath in your face.
Is this like, these carts are in rough shape, and there's only so much my magic can do.
That's unfortunate. And it looks like we're not gonna have a ton of spare timber around here to replace things.
As long as the breaks in the boards aren't too wide, I can cast spells to fix them. It's more the undercarriages and the suspension and the wheels themselves that have me worried. A
Mm.
mending spell only does so much.
The smith might have an answer.
The smith might have an answer. Yeah.
For once, Gideon, you didn't say something stupid.
Jesus.
I
What is-
lower the cart.
I think Grelka would say, and thanks for checking up on me yesterday, Sino. That was good of you. I'm sorry I wasn't in the best position to talk.
Snow gets very much that expression of, "Oh no, people are saying nice things about me. I don't know how to react to all of this," and just goes, "Yes," and then slithers back under the cart.
So Nell's got a big heart. He just tries to hide it.
I'm going
I
to
Dang.
shoot
see
you in
that
your
now.
big knees from under here.
I need to hear what Lotus was about to say. What, Lotus?
Just they.
Just say.
True.
They got a big heart.
They've got a big heart.
So,
Once we finish this cart, Gideon, we can see if the smith has these answers you believe they have.
Well, if there's spare metal, he might be able to replace some of the parts.
Wood is more our concern.
That's what Gideon's pretty much meaning. Like parts that can be replaced with metal. You might be able to
Okay.
like
Just another.
axles, spoke.
Yes. Dude, we're gonna get sick metal wagons. And it's gonna get hot in the desert and people are gonna touch them.
and die. They take 1d4 burning damage. They take what roll mineral 1. They've got they take 1 point of burning damage. Great. How are they doing? Oh, they're in death saves. You might want to do something about that.
Yeah, they're like when villagers decide in desert biomes decide they're gonna walk next to cacti and just
Yep. Or oh fuck.
That shit
What was
is
it?
real, buddy. This shit is fucking real. I have not done it.
You've
What,
not like
touching
walked
cactus?
up to a cactus and just been like, I'm just gonna like brush up against this.
I went to we have a desert botanical garden, which is super fucking cool. And I did actually brush up against a cactus by accident. It looked real fluffy, but it was
No.
not real fluffy.
No, those are the
it was
bad
a-
ones.
It was a bunny ear cactus. And
Oh,
they look real
no.
soft. It's like fiberglass. Like
it
I
is.
was picking
Uh-huh.
fiberglass out of my arm. I didn't mean to. I had seen it. I was like, don't touch it. And then my body was like, touch it.
Touch it.
All of a
That was a
sudden,
bad idea.
Amy starts flashing red, going, ooh, ah.
Instant
ooh."
regret.
It was worse.
I love botanical gardens.
I know, right? But yeah. Once you guys get that done, I will jump over to Lotus real fast. Lotus, it's the usual
So-
time you make coffee.
I'm gonna make coffee. It's great. I need
While
a
you're
campfire.
eating chips, yeah.
Nope, I'm eating Cheetos.
It's a chip.
Whatever.
So there's a Gwen sitting out by the campfire with her cup.
Morning.
She just shakes it at you as you walk up.
I don't even know how to respond to this. I don't even know how to fucking
This is
respond.
the second time you've done this has happened to you.
Well, like, I just like. Okay, so here's the thing. I had a great night, so she's gonna make coffee, but like she's remembering this. Like I don't really know what to do right now, so I'm just gonna like give her a look like, "Are you fucking serious?" And then I'm
She's
gonna
like-
give her what she fucking wants.
She's like, I think you've forgotten. I provide the commentary. You provide the coffee.
Damn, you got a sass machine on your hands.
I don't know if I like this.
Or do
I'll make
you?
some motherfucking coffee, bitch. No, she doesn't say that. She's just like, I mean, like she doesn't. She's dumbfounded and makes fucking coffee like a doofus. Yeah. Uh-huh.
What is she supposed to do? I don't know.
I'll do
Make
it. I'm gonna
fucking
complain the
coffee.
entire
Don't fall
time.
in love. That's for fucking
No,
sure.
I don't have time for that. I've done that enough. I'm solid. Thank you.
Mhm.
But also, like, what do? I'm gonna make coffee. I'm gonna do it in a snarky fucking manner, but I'm gonna make fucking coffee.
Mhm.
Like,
And I-
just
Pour it a little too hard. Make it splash on her hands.
no, I don't want to hurt her. I'm not gonna pour it though. I'm just gonna be like, coffee's done.
Fucking hell. All right. I think before breakfast is finished and ready, I think each of you get a visit from Bob and just say, "Hey, I need to see you guys. I need to see you guys." And
Okay.
you guys get pulled together in Bob's tent.
Just Gideon pick up the cart again. Or is Snell in the doghouse?
No, he didn't like drop it on you. He lowered it as if he was gonna set it on you, and then just stopped and then lifted it.
Okay,
back
I thought it
up.
was one of those like
Oh,
have
no.
fun down there, little shit kind of deals.
No, it's not
Nope.
actually gonna crush you under the cart. Yeah, it's back up and it gives you space to get out.
And I think you guys aren't the only ones there. The Claw is there. The Renegades are there. Bob's crew is there. So there are 20-ish of you. 19 of you. And Bob goes, so, I'd like to recap where the hell we are before we go and, well, try and go any further. We're stuck in the middle of a town surrounded by killer fog, with broken carts, half-dead horses, and no apparent way forward. Am I forgetting anything?
I can probably fix the horses.
That's a good help.
The cards
What
are being
other
worked on.
solutions do we have on the way? I saw you were fixing the cart this morning, Sanel and Gideon.
We'll have them up and running. We should
Right.
figure out how to clear the fog, though.
I mean,
From what October said, the fog has some sort of motion to it, as if a high tide and a low tide. Perhaps if we were able to predict when the tides were going out. Though having some way to keep it away would be nice. Unfortunately, those beacons don't appear to be it.
Do you think you can replicate those devices? He gestures kind of towards the outer outskirts of the village.
As far as I know, those beacons are just markers. They don't actually keep the fog away, they just mark where the fog will be at its highest point.
maybe the answer lies within that library that apparently no one but Asher can read.
I think you probably get a chuckle. I'm gonna guess from Eris, and she goes, "Yeah, look what that did to her."
Hey,
Was
I
it the
mean,
library though?
she can
Or is she
keep
just
reading it, right?
nuts?
I don't know. It's a vampire. It could be either or.
I mean, all I know is that is the only source of town's information, right? There's no. What else do we know about this place?
We
I
don't
don't
Not a
know
whole
shit,
lot.
and that's the problem. I think, says John.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so it sounds like we need to find some information.
Don't you do that. Stop it.
I've only been up since 5:30 this morning.
Stop it. Get some help.
Well, I
And
woke
drop
up late, and I bought myself 3 days off, which means I have a 5-day weekend.
Nice.
It only costs 3 days worth of pay, right?
Worth.
Do what I do, get injured, try to get accommodations for your injury. They won't give it, quit your job.
Or you can do what I
Sue
do.
them.
Don't work a regular 9 to 5. Work 24/7 and not even make that much money.
Yeah, but you're artistic.
So the
Acceptable.
route that we were on through the Deadlands was where the last expedition was, right? Or like the supposed their tracks.
Well, not exactly. This is out of the way. Put it this way. The Drowned Forest had cleared the path. As in, there's no trail to pick up.
Ah, I see.
But Sage, in his infinite wisdom, said, "Hey, somebody got a letter. I don't remember who. Sachiko? No, Deidre got a letter, and Sage read it and went, 'Oh shit, I know where we need to go.' And yeah, it brought you here. So really, all of this is Sage's fault. Blame Sage.
Burn him. Burn him to the stake. It's fine.
To the stake or at the stake?
Yeah, there's a better brother.
To the stake. At the stake. Whichever one's the one where he's on a stake.
Just do both.
We need meat.
Instead of using ropes, I'm going to burn your limbs until they fuse with the stake.
Until
then
they
I'm
are
going-
steak. Like a medium rare.
Hey,
Hmm.
Lotus, how
Mhm.
long has Dahlia been here? How long has these other people been here?
That's a great question. I have no fucking idea. She doesn't tell me anything. She just speaks to me
Oh.
in fucking riddles all the time.
Yeah,
I
she
mean-
is an odd one.
Careful. But yeah.
Oh, I meant no disrespect.
Okay. Look, I get to talk shit about her.
Oh, God.
I know it's terrible.
Just interesting, I guess, is a better word.
Shittiness for me, but not for thee.
Eccentric is a good one. We used to say eccentric all the time. We still kind of do.
There is no sage here, otherwise he'd be saying, yeah,
Hello?
but by that I mean fucking crazy.
I will punch him in the goddamn face.
Did anyone else have internet issues upstairs?
Nope.
Negatory.
I'm hardwired in, and I just lost connection.
Well, we can hear you. So.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Vampires.
But
Vampires. The vampires attacked my internet connection.
God.
Um,
But go ahead, Attila.
I mean, we can ask her. Want to?
yeah, I think it's best we find out how long we think we're gonna be here for. If they've only been here, what? Well, she seemed like she was like they seem like they've been pretty settled in.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. She seems pretty tucked in like a tick. Let's go find her.
Well,
All right.
what else did you have, Bob?
So we have people working on the carts. You want to go? We have people looking for information for Dahlia. I need someone to get a lay of the land, at least among the townsfolk. And I think he looks at the renegades. And Gwen goes, oh no, no. I'm not a people person. They can do that. She says,
Confirmed.
pointing.
She's not a people person.
I've had my coffee now, so I'm better. But, I think these three can handle it. And he goes, oh no, I'm gonna need all four of you to do it. Why? Because I think you need to learn a lesson. What have I done that deserves a lesson? Bob just shrugs. So anyway, looking at Snell and Gideon, you're gonna talk to the blacksmith, see if there's any way he can help you with some parts.
And eventually someone's going to have to try and speak with Astra. Goody.
I just make sure October's there. From what I understand, he kind of understands what she's saying. What kind of things are we trying to ask her? How to get out of here?
How to get out of here and about those strange dreams we've been having that she seems to be just as knowledgeable about. As if she's had the exact same ones.
That's right. If I remember correctly, you were worried about some dreams you had had. In which case, congratulations, you're volunteered.
More like voluntold. They weren't even my dreams. Flanagan is still haunting me and he's not even here.
If I remember correctly, weren't you the one who had a dream about a lighthouse? Looks at the fucking light. Great.
But I wasn't the one having dreams about the. Are the claw here?
Yes.
The renegades and the claw.
We'll talk later.
Right. So anything else? Questions, comments, concerns? If you could leave your complaints at the door, that would be great. If not, oh well. John goes, yeah, I got a complaint. Right, shut it.
Yeah.
I was just trying to have some fun, Bob.
Well,
You can have some fun when we're out of here.
I guess we just get a lay of the land and see what we're dealing with.
Seems like a plan.
Lotus, you want to go talk to Dahlia?
Yeah.
And while you're at it, take a look at anybody else. There's a lot of outcasts and misfits here. I'm surprised that there don't seem to be any dregs, if you know what I mean.
What's a drag?
Is that Attila asking?
Yes.
Oh, okay. player character want to answer that one?
The lowest of the low?
The dregs of society. Have you never heard that expression?
No.
These civilized lands sound terrible.
Yeah, they're pretty shitty.
It is akin to, have you ever had a delicious beer, but it has that disgusting bottom part to it after it's settled for some time?
Or coffee.
I've had coffee.
Or tea?
So, yeah, coffee at the bottom. Sometimes you get like
Oh,
grounds.
okay. Ah, okay.
Those are called the dregs. So imagine that, but everyone in society is the
So-
coffee, and the grounds are the dregs, the people that fall to the bottom.
I understand. That's okay.
Which is a pretty shitty thing to say, though, like, in general. Like,
Nobles are not known for their generosity to the
Yeah.
lower rungs.
they'll learn
So I
one
should
day.
not call
And
someone a
Bob?
drug then.
No.
Bob will say,
Okay.
I use it to refer to people who have decided to turn to the seedier side of life.
Oh, you mean like us?
Bob hates
I don't
rogues
know. Do you
confirmed.
indiscriminately murder, torture, and kill?
Only on my bad days.
Good soldiers follow orders.
Good soldiers. I just had flashbacks to the Clone Wars. Good soldiers follow orders. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Order 66 confirmed.
Order 69.
No, stop it. So,
How are you feeling, Bob?
honestly, I could sleep for another 100 years or so.
Seem
Understand what I said there? That's fine.
another 100, huh?
Probably, yeah.
Well, it's good to see you're not hacking up.
Not at the moment. But thank you for your concern. Alright, renegades. And I think Sachiko goes, is there anything for the claw to do? No. Sachiko
Just
goes,
sit there and look pretty.
she shoots you a, we will talk about that comment later. Look.
Shit.
But other than that, Bob has dismissed people. Sinel, that would be a good time to talk later.
Yes. Once everyone's filtered out,
Mm-hmm.
Snell would approach Bob and say, it's not my dreams of a lighthouse and an elf that I'm worried about.
Okay.
It's the dreams that Flanagan had of some place similar to this, but with statue people everywhere. As well as the
Statue
Claw
people.
and the Renegades.
What were they
Possessed by
just-
some sort of force, destroying the statues.
Okay. Now tell me. What did they look like?
It wasn't my dream. Flanagan described them as people in the moment of some cataclysm frozen in time.
I think he did describe them in what you or I would consider Grecian attire.
Yes.
Togas.
Yeah. He would describe, like, the outfits, the general style of how they dressed, what they looked like. And they looked like they were scared of something or were trying to run away, weren't they?
Yeah. And Bob gets has a thoughtful frown on his face as he strokes his beard and goes, it's not something I'm familiar with.
Given all that there is out here, perhaps it's a remnant of some sort of before time. Something I'd rather not have getting smashed to pieces by people possessed of some sort of magic force.
That's fair. That's very fair. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and let's just have you continue like you were. But if Astra can add any insight to that, whatever small it may be, it could be helpful.
And you're a well-traveled dwarf. If any of this sounds familiar to you, whatever magic or thing had taken hold of them, perhaps you will find some long-lost secret in one of your tomes for how to counteract it.
I don't find anything like that usually. It is reminding me of a story. Archaeologists far across the inland sea had discovered a city buried by volcanic ash. Really? Digging it up, they found imprints of people, some of them frozen in place. Terrible way to go. Think Pompeii, for everybody
Pompeii,
who's curious.
Herculaneum.
Mm-hmm. You know, for the longest time, people completely forgot Herculaneum existed.
More people died at Herculaneum because that's where everyone that escaped Pompeii went.
Also, the
And-
pyroclastic flow headed that way.
But it waited. Well, it didn't wait. It wasn't like. But it didn't come until it fell off of Mount Vesuvius later at night when everyone was sleeping.
Mm-hmm. So. Yes. So.
Do be kind of meowing, though.
Which pair am I taking? Which pair are we following first? I leave it up to you guys.
Well, I want to see what kind of. I want to see how Attila handles fuckboy shenanigans. How Attila handles fuckboy behavior.
I'm not gonna be a fuckboy. It's my sister. It's different. I'll wander with
I'm
you.
done.
Wait.
Let's fucking go.
Are you saying the Moon Gardens aren't fuckboys with their family members?
No.
You know, fuckboys can imply a lot of things, not just fucking, just being a little shit, you know, being a little dummy, being all of the horrible things I call Zappa.
Okay,
A
that's
little
fair.
Dummy.
That little fucking idiot, little dumb cat.
Let's go find Dahlia. Where the fuck is Dahlia?
I think the easiest place to find her. Well, you've got two options. You could find her in the library, maybe. You could also find her at Veronica's. Who knows? Coin toss.
You want to try Veronica's first?
Go to Veronica's first.
Okay, that's where we'll go.
All right, you head to Veronica's, and lo and behold, 6:30 on a random day.
We're the
She's
best.
sitting there on the
Yeah.
counter, leaning on the counter, Veronica on the other side, chatting with Veronica. I'm just gonna move some people around so I keep myself sane. And Attila. There you go.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
I
Okay,
gotcha.
now I see everything. There we
Yep.
go.
Okay.
Yep, lo and behold, there you find her.
Hello, good
Alright.
morning, sister.
Lotus! You look like you've slept better. You look better rested. It's good. It's good. And
Thanks.
Attila, it's so good to see you.
Hello, Dahlia.
She'll give you a big, warm smile.
Yeah. Are we interrupting something?
She's like, no, why would we? Why would
Just
you be?
curious. I don't know.
Veronica
She's
goes,
gonna.
here, Here for tea this early in the morning? Maybe coffee, breakfast.
No, I'm good. We have some
Uh,
questions.
Actually,
Unless
while we ask our
you want
questions, I'll take some tea. Thank you. All right, that's all.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Same as yesterday?
Yes, please. All right.
Okay.
Yes, so we have questions.
All right. Okay.
Um,
Questions. For who?
yeah.
Me or for your sister here, Lotus?
Well, let's see. Let's try Dahlia first. Ma'am, hi. It's so nice to see you. I'm so glad to be seeing you. How long have you been here?
She just looks at you and says, "Did you
Where-
just call me ma'am? Did you just call me ma'am?"
I
She'll
did.
give you a hug and go, "Lotus, you can call me by my first name, you know.
I know. I know.
It hasn't been
So
that long."
no, you're just so grown up and so pretty. I am so pretty. Like she's looking at her going, I am so pretty. Um
There we
Earl's
go.
Earl's
Fuckboy
just standing
behavior.
there.
I am so pretty, says fucking.
I think we just want to know how long. I guess the question really could pertain to both of you. How long have you been in Beacon? Is it?
yeah.
Veronica would go, "Well, I've been here a long time, probably longer than most." And Dahlia would go, "I've been here. Let's see. I actually have to look at this calendar. Hold on. There's a fucking calendar in my game. I should use it."
We're gonna get a straight answer out of Dahlia.
She's not gonna give us some. I've been here the entire time, as
3
we all
months,
insist.
25 days, and 4 hours.
That is a really long time to be stuck in one spot.
I needed a break.
Oh, so you've wanted to be here this entire time?
Not exactly, but after I did what I had to do to get here, that was. I'd rather not talk about it, okay? And
Okay.
Veronica goes,
Sorry.
"She wasn't the only one to head this way, but she was the only one to make it here."
Who are the earliest pioneers of this town?
Well, Asri's been here since longer than anybody else, and October won't say how long he's been here, probably because he doesn't want us to think he's as old as we think he is.
Do you think he is?
Well, the way he talks about certain things, I would say he's at least 100.
Oh.
He doesn't look it. But he's
Looks
human,
good for 100.
so looks very good for 100. Yes, I must admit, I had a crush on him when I was a child. That's telling too much about me.
Who said
that
that?
was Veronica. That was
Okay.
Veronica.
So you've been here since you were a child?
Since I was about 8, yeah.
And how old are you now? I mean, I'm sorry if you're like weirded out by that, but
I'm 28.
okay.
Wow. Born here, or you came here, or?
No, born outside. I was with a caravan. My parents and I were. They succumbed to the fog after we got here some days. And I needed something to do to keep my mind off of things, so I opened this place.
You opened it? Define open.
Well, okay, things. We don't really pay for things around here. We just kind of do things because we want to, you know?
Oh yeah, that's how it is at the Moon Garden.
So you
Okay.
understand. I don't run a tea store to make money. I run a tea store because I love tea. And people are interested in what I have to offer, so they come by and have tea. Dahlia goes, "She makes the best tea, don't you think?" And by the way, all this time, Attila, you've had this tea in your hands.
Oh yeah. It's comically tiny. The cup.
Oh,
And you're
I'm,
getting
I'm
Actually,
taking,
hands.
yeah,
she
as I'm asking like all these questions and being serious, I am comically drinking this tiny
oh,
tea.
she's like,
I
I
love
need to
you.
remember to ask the potter to make larger china.
Oh, you don't have to do that on my account. I mean, we're hoping to be out of here soon. We have an expedition to go on to.
You know,
So.
that's what a lot of people say when they first get here.
And then they just get stuck.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they want to stay, like me.
So what if they don't?
There are a couple options, but I don't really know how it works. I've never been interested in asking. And I think Dahlia pipes up. She goes, so the first big way is about once a year there is a path that opens up for a very short amount of time, a couple of hours at most, and you've basically got to get the 2.5 miles in less than 10 minutes. So we don't know how many people have made it because they've never made it back to tell us.
I mean, they
And
must
it's
have
once a year.
Did we
once
just
a year.
come through that then? Is that what happened?
No, I don't think so. You'd have to check with October. He knows that stuff better than I do. I can just see things.
When do you see it opening again?
You guys will be gone by then. Actually, she says, let me see if I can't. And she'll touch you on the shoulder and she'll go, you'll be gone by then.
Wait, can you give me? Hold on.
Give us the cheat codes out of here.
Do that again on me and tell me when I'm out of here, please.
Yeah.
Can I get
I
approximate time?
can't
You're not
guarantee
going to get any of that.
You don't think so?
I
No,
can't
she's
guarantee.
never been approximate about anything. She's just right. I know.
It's my
Um,
mother.
Usually right. Sometimes, and she'll look at her and be like, sometimes you don't.
Only because
Sometimes I catch you.
I told you were going to eat the. I told you it was going to be scones for dessert. And you were so excited you rushed off to tell people about it. And then Claudia heard you and changed the dessert.
Claudia's not that much of a bitch. I mean, kind of. Maybe. She
I'm
might
sorry,
be.
I meant Audrey. Claudia doesn't do the cooking. Audrey does. It was Audrey. Yeah, if Claudia's
that
cooking,
tracks.
you know you need to run.
Don't eat Claudia's cooking.
Does Attila feel overwhelmed by? I don't know who these people are.
I mean, he's kind of just like his eyes are
Vibing?
just darting back and
Oh,
forth
shit.
to people who are
Oh.
talking.
Yeah. Sorry. My bad. Audrey's my mom. Claudia's my mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your mom's?
Yeah. Moms.
Who's
Yeah.
the seeker?
It's the who?
The seeker of your
Who's
family,
the
tribe?
caveman?
Like the
The
seeker?
leader. You know, the one that speaks for you.
Yeah,
Your family?
they all
You're
speak for themselves.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a dad?
No, like the seeker of your tribe. Look, like my mother is our family seeker.
Uh-huh.
She's the one in charge.
Okay, well, if we were going by ones in charge, it would probably be, and she'd look over at Dahlia and be like,
Bridget.
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 Probably be
And
Bridget.
Bridget
She
is another
goes,
mother.
Yeah, Bridget's
Yes.
our bio mom, actually. Yeah, no, she's great. She's great.
Bridget
You
calls
have
all
an
the shots.
interesting family.
You should
know-
hear about my dads. They're fucking killer. Everybody says that I look like Kane, but I act like Travis, and Travis is kind of a fuck boy, so it's all right. We don't know which dad is which, so we just claim them both. It's fine.
Wow. Okay.
Sometimes she does things that make her look like Travis and act like Kane, so.
Why are you mean to me, madam? Why are you mean?
Am I a spinster now? I'm as old as you are.
I don't know.
madam.
Moving on. So we should probably
But,
talk to October then?
well, I mean, Astra, you said has been here the longest. How how good is she at giving straight answers, or is she not all there because of those books?
I think she was not all there before the books. I don't know how the books got here. But I see. Oh. Yeah, I didn't need to see that.
What?
No.
Don't. Come on,
See
man.
what? See?
Just say the things, please. Just say the things, please. For like,
I
just please say
didn't
the
need
things.
to see. I knew they were together. I just didn't need to see. Never mind.
Oh, I guess Astra and what's his name are busy, being busy.
Not right
Oh,
now. That was about. That was before I got here. So anyway, and she just goes. So yeah, you guys are gonna go see Astra. Go see
I don't know,
October.
Dahlia. Are we gonna go see Astra? Like she's just such a bitch.
She's like, "You're so mean to me. If you were Sage, I would have asked you to kick your own ass by now."
Yeah, but it's different because it's me.
She just looks at Attila. You know, she used to do anything for me. She would burn the world if I asked her to.
what happened?
Nothing.
think
I'd
I
still
get-
do it.
I think I got old and fat, she says.
We look the same, so that feels like a dig.
She's like, "I knew you'd say that."
Well, the tea was lovely, Veronica. You make a
Veronica goes,
wonderful.
"It's anytime, anytime. And if you need anything, please let me know." And as I think the door opens as you're making your greetings to exit, and you hear from as you hear, yeah, as you hear, "Hey, Veronica, normal. I'll be in my corner." And I need both of you to make me perception checks.
Bet. Say less. Hey.
Let's see here.
It didn't roll. Hold on. Why didn't it roll?
Was it a nat 20?
There it is. No, it was
Oh.
shitty.
Attila.
Shitty.
You both notice this middle-aged man with a limp heading towards the corner. He's got a cane, and he's using it heavily. This cane, Lotus, you notice that this cane, he's probably been using for a hot minute because the wood has started to bow itself just a little bit to better hold his weight.
Mm-hmm.
Attila, you would notice that this cane, on the top of it, it has a crest. A crest of the Lost Expedition. And
Kill
you would know that because it's the same crest that was on the journal. The captain, the commander's log. Commander Bly's log.
I as he like walks by, or I'll let him get in. Like I know this is like a smaller place, but like as he goes to
Yeah.
his corner, I just want to like whisper. I'll whisper to you, Lotus. I'll be like, he's got a a cane that on the top of it is the symbol of the expedition. Lost one. Uh, did you see that?
No.
And I
Clearly, it's
after I whisper to you, I'll just look at Veronica and be like, "Who's that gentleman over there?"
Who, him? Oh, he's fairly new. He got here about let's see, about 9 months ago.
How long has the expedition been gone?
So
exactly.
at this point, it's been a year and 3 months.
Okay.
So if he's been here about 6 months, you think that it would fall in that timeline of the expedition going missing because you've been following their path, and it's taken you about 3 months to get to here.
Okay. I just well, we should definitely go talk to him. I mean, is he one of the? I mean, he knows something. He's
We
got
should
a
let's
cane.
yeah, let's go talk to him. Let's go talk to him. Yeah.
I look at Veronica. Does he have like a regular or something that he gets, like like a type of tea or something or coffee?
She's like, Yes. What do you two want with..." Dolly goes, "It's fine. They're fine. It'll be fine."
I'm
And
just
Veronica goes, "Okay, I trust you."
Don't. She doesn't say that.
And she'll pour a cup of, oh gosh, what's it called? It's
Oolong?
tea with, no, it is tea with lemon and ginger.
ooh, smells nice.
Ginseng? No, it's
Ginseng?
ginseng.
Is that a ginseng?
Mm.
I'll
So,
I'll be like all right, I'll take it and I'll take
mhm.
it in my claws and pinch the
Your
plate.
teeny tiny
God.
I just want to
Yeah.
watch it happen, honestly. Like,
And I'll walk over to the fella.
God.
I'll follow you. Well, I snicker at you, but I will follow you.
It's also just called lemon ginger tea. Or a shogai.
And yeah, you guys head over and you set this
Just
tea down and do you, yeah, he sees you and, "Oh, is that mine?"
yes sir. Here you
"Oh,
go.
oh." He'll take it from you and set it down, take a sip, and Veronica's. Nothing like it. Say,
Uh,
you're the new folks that came in last night, huh? Have a seat.
yeah.
Mm,
Perfect. Yeah, I'll pull out the seat and I'll sit down.
I'll sit by you.
Let's what brings the rest of you here?
Well, maybe the same thing that brings you here. Well,
I think he's in the middle of a sip as he chokes on that. There's a hard swallow and he goes, "I'm sorry, what?"
happen to notice your cane there. That symbol.
uh and he looks at this cane, looks at you, looks at Lotus, looks at the cane again, and takes it and sets it across his lap and goes, "Yeah, what about it?"
How'd you
Well,
get
we
it? How'd you get it?
He's like, um,
that we
"Yeah, I found it, I guess."
well
Where?
we just okay. I
Okay.
I would like to know where you got that cane, but we are part of an expedition that, or looking for an expedition that shares that same crest. Figured maybe you would have some information on our whole goal is to find them.
Did we find you?
Are you part of them?
You're gonna need to. Are you all right? So you guys need to decide who's good cop, who's bad cop. and make me
Does
some
there have to
rolls.
be a good cop and a bad cop? Attila's the
No,
good
it-
cop. Let's be real. I'm the fucking asshole.
If you guys would like, one of you can make the help action and the other can make the roll.
All right. Let's well, let me take a look. 1
Is
second.
it diplomacy, persuasion?
We don't have diplomacy here.
Oh, that's right.
Uh,
I think that's Pathfinder.
It's Pathfinder or Starfinder.
I mean, you talk to people, right, Lotus?
Persuasion.
You know.
I'm not the one. I have a terrible charisma. No, don't make me do it. What's yours? What's yours?
I have I have a -1.
Okay, I'll do it then because I have a 0. So I mean, at least there's that.
You got a luck roll.
What
Everything
is
you say
this?
is lucky.
I fucking hope so. What am I rolling? Persuasion?
I
Mhm.
believe so.
Oh no. No.
It's got the help action.
So I can
Yep, you got
roll. What is
advantage.
that?
Again,
Okay.
it's with advantage. Yep.
Okay.
This is great.
Adelair, be with us.
Whoa! 19. Okay.
Big
He
money.
goes. So they actually sent somebody for us?
That's
Yeah,
us.
hi. Yeah.
Oh.
I kind of at this moment I want to put my furry hand out to shake
Yeah.
his and be
No,
like,
he'll
Attila of
weakly
the Sun
take.
Touched.
Right. Sun touched. Yeah. And he'll take your hand and shake it. Goes.
I'm Dahlia's doppelganger. Hi.
I think he's gonna look over at the counter with Dahlia standing chatting with Veronica, and he says, "Veronica, I'm gonna need 2 more. We're gonna be here a minute. 1 for each, whatever they get, whatever they want."
14.
And I think Dahlia will say, "Well, that's my cue to go. All right, sis, I'll see you at Astra's later." And she walks out the door. And I think we're gonna cut here.
Perfect.
Real fast. We're gonna
I
cut
gotta go back.
to these two. Somebody all coffeeed up.
Yeah.
So, do you guys work on the carts first, or do you head to Clem's?
I'll probably head to Clem. Yeah.
Clem.
So first, though, what I guess we need to establish what we might need replacement parts for.
So, you guys, let me do some rolls.
Probably just like whatever.
Because-
Mainly axles, spokes, things that can probably would have broken easily.
Exactly. Yeah.
On the
That's. I'm trying to decide what is salvageable with mending and what is not, because I'm not gonna shoot somebody in the foot because they, you know,
Well,
if
straight
they've got
breaks
mending.
are repairable with mending. Shatters, not so much. So if something completely just shattered a
Right,
couple
which is-
pieces, it's fucked.
Yeah, which is why I am.
I thought you could put the 2 pieces together and mend
Yeah.
the
That's what I
break
meant. Straight
between them.
breaks. Yeah, straight breaks. Like if it just broke in half,
With it
snapped.
like shattered.
Yeah, if it shattered,
You'd be taking a while taking individual pieces and trying to mend them back together.
you'd be that little clip of like someone with like a broken plate with all little tiny pieces, super gluing them all together. Just like a
Well, I'll find that one later. Okay.
Clem.
clem,
Clem.
clem, clem.
Okay. So
Grakata.
all in all, you have 15 items that are not going to be mendable and need to be replaced, that can be taken care of, that can take replacements. There are some non-critical pieces of wood that you're just not going to have replacements for until you carve them out of your own lumber stock, because it's pretty readily apparent these people do not have lumber, not to spare.
How many of them are like critical enough to where we can't get anywhere without them?
Those 15
Okay, those all 15.
across 8 carts.
Eesh.
Yep.
That's doable.
It's spokes, which can be replaced, and I think one of them happens to be your poor suspension on 2 carts being absolutely fucked. The leaf parts of the leaf spring suspension are just, they're bent. They are bent.
I imagine it's those 2
And
carts in the back that are just tilted. Like when we took
Yep.
that sharp turn, the axles just shattered off, and the back of the cart was just sliding along the ground as the horses kept running.
So, 15 parts across all different types.
Manageable.
And you guys,
Oh, what's it gonna cost us though?
probably a few spokes. No?
I'm in.
No one? I thought
I
I was
don't
funny.
get it.
I thought I was funny, but okay.
I don't get it.
That's fine.
I might be missing the reference to.
Instead of an arm and a leg, it's a few spokes. Never mind. Okay. So anyway,
Is this a bit?
is this a bit?
No, it's a spoke.
Is this a bit? See, that works.
Bits are bits are for horses.
True.
And Clem's there hammering away on, you're not sure what the fuck it is. It looks like some sort of scrap metal that he's trying to straighten back into shape. And, oh, hey, how you doing?
Oh, God. Looking to Gideon with this look that's like pleading, like, please tell me you understand this man better than me.
Greetings.
What can I do for y'all today?
We need some supplies for our carts. Replacement parts.
Yeah, they do look like they took a little bit of a rough down there. Don't remember the time. Got one more cart back in here, probably 9 months ago. Yep, they look like shit. Took care of that and had to take it apart.
Do you still have the
Some
parts
else
from that
eyes
cart?
are twitching.
Gideon's just following along. He's like, you still have the parts from that cart?
Here and there, sometimes chandelier, sometimes little over here, sometime over there.
Sometimes. Do they get up and walk away?
Ben, you can get somebody to go ahead and let go.
He looks to Gideon.
My friend here has a list of supplies we need for our carts. If you are able to craft them, we can pay.
Or find them if they are from your little bit
Spare
over here,
parts.
little bit over there, little bit over here, little bit over there.
Well, take a look right there. Let me go ahead and see
It
Brian.
hands him like an itemized list.
He
Like this is like Mike made this list.
Oh God.
It's got measurements down to like the specific like wrench you would need to work them.
He's like, that right there, got that right there, that no got none of that, nope, gonna have to make that, gonna have to make that. All right, I do believe I can scrounge up some of that. He hands it back. Yep. That's all he says.
How much is this going to cost us?
Yep.
Looks around like, is this a prank?
I'm so
Like-
glad it's you and not me.
It just costs money, okay? There's no
Ain't gonna
amount.
cost nothing. When the
Well-
last time you bought something right here?
Well, I think that we've been patronizing the tea house and the restaurant quite thoroughly.
Ain't nobody buying no shit here.
What do you have to buy then?
I think he's
Let us
saying
see your-
there's no commerce.
Oh, there's nothing
really.
to buy here.
Yeah,
Okay.
they
I
don't-
just
Barter,
like
hit
the
the
idea
barter
that Snell
town.
is so fucking dumb and when
Yeah.
it comes to people that he's the assumption they have is that this is someone like, well, what have you done for me lately? And so they
I-
probably get into a who's on first base for a little bit about this.
Gotta love it. And you know,
It's like,
No,
what do
no,
you
no, no,
have
no,
to
ain't got
buy
nothing.
here?
Ain't got nothing by. Ain't got nothing by me. Got nothing by you.
I have
Got
the gold.
nothing
I will
by.
buy something.
He
What I got
doesn't
to do with
take
that?
gold.
You ain't gonna fucking need it.
Gideon, help.
He's saying they don't do gold and money.
Oh,
Do we have like a cart inventory somewhere? I thought we used to.
Yeah, it should still be there.
I don't have it. Oh, it's probably a journal, isn't it?
yeah, it should
Yeah,
be
it's a
in the
journal.
journals.
I was
Should be in
looking
player
under.
stuff.
I was looking under characters because yeah. All right.
Yeah, we have the cart
Loot.
inventory.
Danger
Yeah, I found it.
dungeon loot now with extra spiders.
And that one has all of our like money in it.
Dang it. And he turns and he starts grabbing some scraps. They don't look anything like what you need.
We're going to die out here, Gideon.
We'll be fine.
And he
He's-
starts making a pile of scraps. None of it which looks usable.
You'll be fine. I'm sure with a bit of tallow you could keep going forever, Candlehead.
Pats you on the head. Just have faith in the craftsman work. If you want us to have
Candlehead,
faith
I
in
like
yours.
that.
I
Candlehead.
think it's one of my
You know, I
better
don't want a guy
insults.
to let guy in here look like that. You know, carrot top.
You know what? I just realized that we have a very important date that we are late for by, what is this, a bell and a half? We must go, Gideon, shouldn't we?
I don't remember us having any plans.
Grabs him and just starts trying to tug him away like, speak again and I'll shoot you in the kneecap.
Guess I get dragged away.
I guess you
Well,
get
Snell's
dragged away.
probably not strong enough to pull Gideon.
I was gonna say I love the idea of this like small snake man or snake day taking this 7-foot brick shit house, like
Yeah,
leading
yes.
them.
Snell's like 5'5", 5'6", something like that.
And I appreciate that at least one person can translate for the rest of the table. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah. You know,
I also like to think that Chanel just couldn't grasp the concept of like barter because you're so high class that everything costs
Oh,
money.
I don't even think it's even barter. I think it's
It's
just.
not even barter.
It's
He's
just
not
if
even
we have
barter,
it, we'll
it's
make
just-
it.
Yeah, we got it. We can do that.
It's the idea that no that someone would do something and not expect you to like pay for it.
Oh, by the way, Sanel, this is an extensive looking forge. There are all sorts of workbenches, and there is a massive open fire pit right in the middle of this. As you can see.
Oh yeah. Maddie is staring like from over Snell's shoulder, staring longingly into this fire.
My God, it's full of stars.
God.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Maddie in this setting. I need to know what everyone thinks about them. All the people.
No. The golden
We
stuff,
never
I don't
divvied
know.
out the loot, I don't think. Unless it was like magic items, because everyone came to me and was like, identify it, then give it to me, give me.
Well, we were putting names next to some of the things, like 1,000 silver, 3,000 gold, Gideon and Flanny. But then there's
Okay, on
stuff that
that
just hasn't been
stuff,
marked, and I'm like,
If it
huh.
hasn't been marked, it hasn't been divvied, and it's assumed that we've just been like throwing in the cart. Our cart is probably like skidding on the ground with the thousands of gold.
We still have that ring of photosynthesis and plant growth.
Can I have
Welcome
that?
back.
Sure, whatever, you're fucking druid, you can
Well,
have the ring.
what's it do?
No, the barbarian wants to grow plants.
It lets
does
you grow
anyone-
plants, and you can.
Just kidding.
I think it
It
lets
turns
you.
your
Like,
hand to green.
oh, I
I
thought
think
it
it
also
lets
like
you photosynthesize. Like you can
For, like, a day.
photosynthesize. Yeah.
Yep. Like you sit out
Something
there
ridiculous.
for, what was it? Yeah, you can spend like an hour in the sun photosynthesizing,
It's like
and
slow
then you're
healing.
good for the day.
Yeah, I fucking want it. I fucking want
that does
it
actually
so
help
bad.
us logistically when we're somewhere with it sunny, because then we have one less person to feed.
The one time that we forgot about it, there's no sun.
I think we
Or
should
we
give it to
remembered it, is
Attila.
what I mean.
He's got the biggest stomach.
Maybe you should get it, Attila.
I don't know. Maybe
Attila
the
is very
druid should
hungry.
get it. You know, the person who would actually,
Use
No,
the
mine
plant
was
growth
the
part.
mine was a joke.
No,
Oh,
you're
okay.
protecting me for sure.
But
That means I can keep the ring of invisibility.
Do you want to trade?
How
Think of it
quickly
like an
she
ion
turns.
stone, but only in the sunlight. So you were saying, Snell.
It's so precious.
yeah, we were
Apparently heading
wondering
to
what
some super
the
big meeting.
Snell just wanted to get away from there.
know.
But also we were asking what the general reaction people here have been having to Maddie has been this adorable little weird robot thing that also talks like a fully grown dwarf.
Oh God.
As I'm assuming it's very quiet here and there's a lot of echo.
Oh, you're wondering if the blacks, if Clem pays attention to it at all. He hears that and turned. Hey there, little buddy. I ain't gonna see one of those. Probably 50 year.
Why? We ain't special. Dang.
Quite a lot bigger meaning than that one.
Maddie tries to contemplate the idea of not being the biggest and the best Maddie, and then just kind of hangs her head. She doesn't really have a head, but where her optic
Try to
is,
take off my foot, you did.
and then goes,
Existence unsuccessful.
Existence unsuccessful. Sad. Try to take off my foot right there, did. Down there, did.
you saw another thing that reaching back and holding her out like a cat, like this.
Ain't look like no teapot though.
She's not.
Could she make tea though? Eventually.
Can she make
Like,
tea
like,
eventually? Does
she
she get
can
to
you-
upgrade?
can
she
you-
make-
Can you have a weapon / espresso machine?
Can you do that? Can you do that?
Turn into an air fryer.
I love
Yeah.
that. Hey, I really appreciate that your soda can there is a flamethrower. But does it also do fountain drinks?
Yes.
Bruh, I'd just say you might be an artificer of ungodly power who is creating all of these strange things in this magic setting. But do you have an air fryer?
Fryer.
Do you
primitive-
though? Is it
you
also a
primitives.
waffle maker?
Is it a waffle pancake maker combo?
I mean,
Yes,
a
exactly.
blender would be cool. Do you got a, do you have a blender?
I mean, like, why not? At least try, right?
Right? Try.
At this point, Maddie's just gonna turn into a fucking
Multi-
Swiss Army knife of kitchen utensils.
Gadgets.
Can we make pasta with her?
I'm sorry, but do we have a meat? Can she be a meat tenderizer too?
Can she be a meat dehydrator? Can she make jerky?
Can,
Can
Make
she make
rations.
hardtack?
can she make sausages?
Is she a vegetable cutter too? Is it made of
A
Japanese
salad
steel?
Yeah, just imagine,
She's a
imagine
slap
being
chop.
the enemy that gets fucking blown up by this mini can, and then after your the last look in your eye is watching the owner of this can
You
get an espresso from his machine. Drinks coffee on your corpse.
Got whacked by a cheese grater espresso machine. God.
God, now we have to do it. You got killed by a walking kitchen. Everything but the kitchen sink and also the kitchen sink.
This microwave will be your doom.
God.
Oh no, it's a muffin maker.
He probably would say before you go, hey, right there, find yourself in a situation you can find yourself maybe a little bit of coal, something like that. It can help go a long way. Don't have much data right now here.
I can produce a flame for you if you so desire, a magic flame.
That one? He says, pointing at the giant forge behind him.
Well, he said coal, didn't he?
Yeah, he said gold.
Yeah.
Because I could, I don't know how much it would help, but I have like produce flame.
Oh, so it's not continual flame.
Oh
So
no,
she's-
or yeah, continual flame. I do have continual
big is it?
flame. One object.
You literally light an object and it goes forever.
A flame equivalent in brightness to a torch springs forth from an object that you touch. The effect looks like a regular flame, but it creates no heat and doesn't use oxygen.
Well,
Lame.
heat is the number one most
Yeah, that's what I
important
wanted.
component
That's what I
in
thought
a
it
forge.
did.
Yeah.
Lame. The best I could do is like heat metal, but there's no metal there.
And I've been looking at it. So the optimal working temperature for iron is not red. It's white.
Yeah.
Or at the very least yellow.
So I was hoping that I'd have some kind of magic to help with this.
Well, basically all he's saying is, yeah, I need some coal. And
yeah, so if we have any or find any.
Yeah. He would probably say, yep, last time I'm going to go got myself coal. Got that leg chopped up by one of them big loans. Pointing at Maddie.
Where did you go to get the coal?
Right down there, he says, pointing to the northeast.
Out in the fog?
No.
That way.
Down. A little
a-
hole there.
Oh,
Cave
he's a.
system.
Oh, I thought he meant
Something
hell
like a
'cause he's a
mine.
tiefling.
Like a mine?
Yeah, kind of.
And
Yeah.
at hearing mine, Maddie immediately says,
We're rich.
Ain't that kind of
Smell.
mine. Ain't no gold nor diamonds. Need not for I tell.
dude, maybe there's lapis though, or
So
redstone. What?
There's a cave system. There's probably a way out.
Yes, but that does leave one problem, my candle-headed friend. How do we get the carts through it?
Hopefully it's big enough.
I suppose there's only one way to
Ain't no
find
big
out.
no cart. Mm-mm.
But perhaps there is something.
Lady,
Dismantle
you
the
want
carts.
to go talk to Lady Andrew? Did anybody actually understand what I said there? Cause
Go talk to Lady Astra.
Lesson, you want to go talk to Lady Astra? Yep.
And that's why Snow just had this look that's like, oh god, I'm going from one incomprehensible person to another kind of incomprehensible person.
Well, you gonna take take care. I had these done by night. Letting you bring me coal and be waiting on a rep. I might go steal that dandelier.
We'll go get you some.
We'll work on it. We're late for
AP is just like, what the
crumpets.
fuck? What did you think I said? Lotus? You'll be working on crumpets, you said?
Lotus,
We're
isn't
late
there.
for crumpets.
You're late for crumpets. Alright, take care.
As
Man,
soon as they are
you guys need to talk to Clem more. I like Clem.
as soon as they are out of earshot, Sanel just goes, there might not be any gods, but I think we just escaped from hell.
Seemed like a fine enough person.
Yeah, seems right up your alley. Incomprehensible.
Skilled with their craft. I'll take it.
Well, time to go digging. Perfect. If I couldn't see in the dark already, I'd already have my own torch.
So, you guys are headed to talk to Astra next?
Should we do Astronex or should we get coal?
The call's gonna be a
That's-
longer journey. We're gonna
Yeah, let's go Astra first.
let's
It'll
meet
be a
up with
journey of
everyone.
a different kind.
We'll meet up with everyone and go talk to Astra, and then go find some coal.
Gotcha.
Different kind.
I think we were gonna cut back to Attila and Lotus here.
Oh, hi.
Attila. Mm-hmm. I need this map. Perfect. What the fuck? Pardon? Le fuck? Oh. It booted me out of the game. Hold on.
Nice.
When the GM gets banned from his own game.
We're the
Right,
gods
right.
now.
I get 10 billion gold.
Motherload, 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 motherload.
I want a flame
Most-
tongue. Give me the flame tongue.
We're rich.
Mostly because I'm just waiting for it to fucking... Come on. There we go. Alright. Mostly just because I need to see some numbers here. Mm. Okay. He would say, so we're probably going to jump right into the middle of this story for you two. So, the decision was made after Commander Bly and several of the other senior officers never came back. And then the cave system they went into flooded. And then the ground started flooding. That we needed to get out with the carts while we still could. Chain of command took care of who was next in charge. Bullworth, stubborn young thing. But we knew what we had to do, just what to do it. We didn't come out this way. No, that didn't. That was a long time later. But we headed south. We stayed just on the outskirts of Shade Tree. After getting mauled by that fucking displacer beast. We straddled the line between the plains and the woods. We headed south from here. Long way. We probably... I can actually tell you. We made it another couple 100 miles, almost 300. When our luck finally gave out. You see, there are a lot of small, uncontacted tribes and villages in this area. And when left to grow by themselves, they grow all sorts of traditions. And when you're running low on water, supplies, and everything else, and you need to do whatever you have to find food, not to mention several of your people coming down with a sickness that you can't take care of, you get a little desperate. And we ended up coming into contact with this tribe. After slaughtering several animals they considered to be sacred. They didn't like that. That's how I got this, he says, patting his leg. There's... a lot of us didn't make it. Out of the 70 some odd of us that were left, well, I can't speak for everybody else, just me and a couple others that are here. You see, in that moment there was a fracture in leadership. Bulworth died, and the chain of command was getting thin. First officer decided that because he was next in the chain of command, we were going to press onward, even after losing 3/4 of our people. There were a couple of us healthy enough to still travel that didn't want to go. I was one of them. We were headed south, but it didn't seem like anybody left who knew what the hell we were headed south for. There were a lot of injured, about 20 or so. They were in no fit state to be moved, and with the tribes breathing down their necks, we had to make some decisions. 2 groups, 5 under me, and 5 under one other senior enlisted, decided to go for help. And that meant back north. My group ended up here about 9 months ago.
Sounds about right.
And, well, we've been stuck here ever since. The other group, it sounded like they were going to go see if they could get some help from the Merlot Woods. I don't know whatever happened to the ones that stayed behind to guard the injured. We never heard from them again.
I mean, we can tell you what happened.
So, Lotus would know. Well, so what does Lotus mean by this?
To guard the injured, like in the drowned forest?
No, so...
Oh, sorry, I don't know.
So, I can explain out of character. I'll pull everyone to the player map. How's that sound?
Do it.
Okay. So, the expedition. The Drowned Woods are right here. This little square right here. That is where the drowned section of the forest came from. Okay? On a map he would show you, they clung to the outskirts of the shade tree forest. About this far. Before they were ambushed. With the 2 groups that were sent to go get backup, one group, his group, ended up here. Another group ended up taking a more southward route and are most likely somewhere in the Merlot Woods. And his thinking is that there are still probably 25 people left here. At least that's how many they left there. But that was 9 months ago. So who knows? That's what he's saying.
Gotcha. Well, you've been here 9 months, and you have no idea of how to get out of here at all? None?
Make me an insight.
Can I do that too?
Both of you.
I have a...
Oh
Yeah,
no!
I trust the shit out of him.
Woo!
Not as much as Lotus trusts him.
Tell me everything. I'm so interested.
How about
All right.
this? Why don't you pick the other? I'll let Attila, because I'm not going to give out inspiration just yet. because even though somebody was giving me shit for not using inspiration.
Many people considered giving you shit while one person actively did it, and they are in the right.
I won't be attacked for my bravery.
I'm not you. I'm saying you're wonderful.
No, not you.
Man. Everyone gets inspiration.
Cool. Thanks.
Oh wait, what did I really?
No.
Oh, I
Oh,
was gonna
fuck.
say.
Never trust a DM.
So, Attila, Lotus,
What?
I'll let one of you re-roll if the other decides to give a help action instead.
Oh yeah, you go right ahead, Lotus. You go right ahead.
What if it's shit again?
You read this, man.
16.
Not bad.
He looks down and to the left, probably at the head of this cane of his. Nope, not a clue.
Uh-huh. Sure. Right. Not a clue. None whatsoever. No idea. Right? Right? None?
He just looks up at you. No.
It's just hard. Again, God, it seems so hopeless. Then if you've been here as long as you have, and obviously you would want to, would want to leave. I mean, you would want to get back to the expedition. I mean, I would think that someone would have found something by now. God, and he just kind of like puts his hand in his head in his hand.
Good cop.
Something. I think you know something and you're not
Where are
telling
the
us.
drugs?
Where are the drugs? I need them for reasons. No. I don't think you're telling us everything.
You seem pretty genuine.
Do you want to intimidate this person?
I don't know. Yes?
I love just the straight up, like, I don't think you're being honest. Like,
I don't
no.
know because I don't
Okay,
know
so
what
explain.
It's very noir.
It's the LA noir. You're lying, Morgan.
I
But then you can, when they go, you can go, second thought. And then they're just fine with it, and then you can do it again.
Lying, Morgan.
I would like to intimidate this person, I think, but also I would like to do it. Okay. Lotus is gonna shift, but only her face. Can she just shift her face? Can I just shift my face?
By the way,
Don't you have like
Real
a cantrip like Primal Savager or something?
I do. I do. But I'm gonna wait.
is Attila going to help
I
so she can roll with advantage?
It's really good. It's a really good idea.
I think you would see what she's trying to do, and just probably be like,
you should do that. I really think you should do that.
I think he'll see, and it'll be like, he'll just
Right.
look at Lotus's face. Look at his face. He's like, yeah,
She hasn't done it
you
yet.
got it. You gotta know something. And he kind of like tenses up his back a little bit and like sit straight up.
And for Lotus's part, she's gonna. Is she sitting facing this person?
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna stand up. She's gonna slam her hands down on the fucking table. And as she does it, she's just gonna shift her fucking face and be like, I feel like you're fucking lying.
You're rocking lying.
I feel like you're fucking lying.
Right, right.
None of those are good.
I can
None of those
just
are good.
I can just see it now.
Here we go. Oh,
I
did you
can-
roll already?
Yeah, it's a 14.
I can already see it now.
You're lying to me.
That's what it is. Veronica sees this too, doesn't she?
Uh-huh.
It's a
Hey,
small place.
we're fucking twins, bitch. Like, she doesn't say that, but I feel like
No.
she'd look at her with that face like, if you didn't know, now you know.
Hmm.
I just accidentally cockblocked my
He
sister.
is cowering in his seat. Please, no, don't hurt me.
Uh,
It's your turn because I yelled.
yeah. I'll put my as she like stands up and pounds her hands on the table. I'll kind of like stand up and be like, "No, Lotus. I mean, you don't want to, you know, hurt him too bad. All right, just sit back down.
God.
I'm sure he'll tell us."
Yeah.
Big
Okay.
ass fucking
Okay.
lion, like telling this
Look.
very small woman,
Look.
like, no.
Look, about a month after I got here, there's a there's a path that opens up. I guess it's once a year,
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's a path that'll let you get out of here. And it was about a month after I got here, but it's only once a year. Please.
Okay. Oh, is that
I mean,
does
we
this
already
seem,
knew that, though. Like, she's just gonna,
Does
like, wildly.
can I insight to see if that like he in this moment is
Did
seems
he
like
pee
that's
his pants?
I can let you know he's being truthful. I'm
Okay,
not gonna.
okay.
You don't have to incite that. He is
Can I
being
insight
truthful.
to see if he peed his pants?
No,
Fucking God.
I don't want him to pee his pants. I want this man to still have his dignity.
No, he didn't pee his pants. But this insight does reveal one important fact.
What?
He feels guilty about that fact.
Oh.
You might have already known it, but he feels guilty about it.
Why you so guilty, homie?
Well, okay.
How about I help Lotus connect the dots? Why would he feel guilty about knowing there is an opportunity a month after he got here to potentially escape?
He
Help
abandoned his
Amy.
team.
Ooh.
What was his job? Go ahead, Attila.
I was saying he abandoned the expedition. He
So
was.
can we pause
Attila,
for a
Lotus,
second?
give me inspiration. Yeah?
You said it does reveal one important fact, and then I lost internet. What was that important fact?
Oh, go ahead, Attila. Again, one more time.
He abandoned the expedition. He abandoned the expedition. Essentially,
Okay.
His
he
job
left
was to go and get help.
His duty.
And he gave up.
Right.
What's
Oh.
the word I'm looking? Deserted his duty, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
So
yeah.
you just suck, is what it is. You just suck.
Hey, I
Great.
said both of you get inspiration, and neither of you said anything.
Oh, thank you. I already clicked the button and then forgot to say thank you. I did it.
I
I put it
interrupted.
on
Mucho gracias.
I expect thanks when I give you inspiration.
Jesus fuck.
I was prepared to live without it, so yeah, thank you.
I was fine with it too. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. No, she's just gonna be like, you fucking suck. You fucking suck. That's what you do.
No, I'm gonna like just put my head on those and be like, I don't. Hold on. Maybe you had the reasons for staying. I don't know.
Fear?
That's your prerogative. However, we have a duty to get out of here. And we plan
have
to.
it. Go ahead.
I plan on getting out of here.
We have a duty to find the people you left behind.
Dang,
Okay,
Lotus.
that's another
Fuck
good one.
you.
I can't give you double. I can't give you double inspiration. So
I'll
Give
just
it.
take it.
Yeah, just give it to someone else.
You don't
Nah,
need
they'll
it,
have
Mr. Campy Crit.
he's gonna go. So what are you gonna do? Drag me along with you? Look,
No,
there's good people here, and this is a good place. I don't want to go.
What makes you think you deserve to be in a good place with good people?
All I'm gonna say is that that's something you have to live with every day. So that's on you. I really don't care whether you left or stayed or whatever. I just I want to leave. So if you are fine with saying the people that you were supposed to find are not here anymore, or that you're just never gonna see them again, that's fine. But I'm not. So
I don't have anything else to say.
Nope. You sure fucking don't, do you? I think she'd look over at Veronica and be like, yo, have you guys ever heard of long pork? You should try that sometime. She's gonna get up and leave.
Long
Do
pork.
you know what long pork is?
Yeah,
Long
that's
pork is-
cannibalism.
I know. So shitty. It's so shitty.
if
if you were afraid that you had burned your bridge before,
No, my fucking problem.
oh,
wow, it's your sister's problem though.
How's it her problem? They can eat him.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
That's so mean. I'm sorry.
Now that's what I call yikes. Volume 3.
Sorry.
Yiggity, yikes.
as Lotus gets up and walks out, I'll kind of just stay behind for a second, and then just say, and just look at him in the eye and just,
He won't meet yours.
well, I'll look at his face anyway and just say, God, what I want to say to this guy? Fuck. I'll just say, I don't know what to say to you. I don't think you're a bad person, but it was good to meet you.
Don't ever show your face around me again.
And I'll,
Attila, can I talk to you for a second? It's Veronica.
Oh.
Sure. Go ahead. I guess I'll move to the side with her.
Mm-hmm. Look, I understand you're new around here, but a lot of people have done things that they're not proud of.
You're right.
I'm glad you all feel justified saying what you can, but at the end of the day, we have to live here together.
I understand.
Thank
I
you
don't
for listening.
apologize. Yeah,
You don't need to apologize for what you said. I'm just...
but I'll remember that. I mean, maybe I should tell Lotus is a little more rash than I am, I suppose, but
I don't think there's much point asking or mentioning that to her.
hey, how similar is Dahlia to Lotus? They're
They're two
twins.
completely different people.
I kind of got that sense, but
Yeah, gotta be honest, I had heard one thing about Lotus from Dahlia, and let's just say I'm a little surprised is all.
about
Hmm.
I mean, if you wish to share, you don't have to.
Dahlia never mentioned her being feral.
It's kind of cool.
Hmm.
I'm an animal, and I feel like she's more of an animal than I ever will be sometimes.
Somehow I don't doubt that. Maybe I need some time before she comes back. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay. I'll let her know.
You don't have to.
Okay.
If you
All
can,
right.
if she's back before then, that's fine.
Hey, can I get a refill? And I just hand her on the little teacup with my tiny claws and be like, just want to go.
It's on the house. And she'll make one for you real fast.
Perfect. And you know what? Just as a like, I don't want to be leave off on a shitty note. So I'm gonna be like, can I take one of him real quick? And I'll just like drop it off on his table and then walk away.
Okay. And I think we're gonna cut back to our friends over our Sanel and Gideon duo.
Well, I think we're headed to
Yeah,
Astros.
Astra.
So the library tower
Astra per Astra.
at Astra. Ciencia.
Ad Astra and get cilantro?
Oh, real quick, I just want to
No
tell
cilantro.
Lotus that maybe we should go to Bob about who we found and the information we got about where like their movements were.
Yeah, for sure.
Give him the info. That's all I wanted to say.
Down for it.
Yeah, we're going to the library.
The library.
He is closed.
Jesus.
Bro, the library's closed.
Do we want to grab other people?
I think everyone else is busy at this time.
Lotus is
I
just like
didn't
stormed
ask
out
if
of
they
a
were
fucking.
busy.
Lotus is stormed out of a fucking place. I don't care. Whatever you
Well,
decide to do.
I
She
also
looks
thought this
fucking
was,
angry.
This was a like. Meanwhile.
Oh right, that's right. I'm sorry, my bad.
Meanwhile, the
So
Hall
you
of
are.
Justice.
Meanwhile, no. With us, it's meanwhile at the Fortress of Evil. Because like this is while she is currently like making a grown man pee himself in fear.
Right.
We're just playing Mad Libs with two different characters.
So, you two. Yeah, if it's just you two, can step in, and there is October at the front desk. Ah, hello.
Snow walks in, kind of looking around, is like, how big of a place is this?
Massive. There are probably acres worth of books here. Shelves piled high to the ceiling. Each of these shelves has to be at least 25 feet tall.
How high up is the ceiling? Is this like multiple floors?
How high am
This
I?
is a multi-floor building. You from what you can see looking up, this building is at least 3 floors, and that's just the balconies you can see.
Mm-mm. So yeah, I was kind of looking around, as if this place probably gives off a magic vibe.
Oh, totally. There are some books floating around in places.
We see one floating along, going for a perch before a larger, thicker novel swoops down and grabs it and flies off to feed it to its pamphlets.
God. So,
Is the lady of the library here? Quickly turns around.
yes. Yes, as a matter of fact. Remind me. Sanel and Gideon, correct?
Yes.
Good, good. Yes, she is almost. She is beginning her wind down routine, so I better call her now. And without moving, at some point, Astra appears behind him, just appearing.
she just like appears like she spawned like bruh just spawned in on a Gmod server, or she like appear in like Mist or any creepy vampire stuff like that?
It's like invisibility dropping. Yep, so suddenly. It's like there was a single George Lucas style wipe, and she's there. I'm sorry, I had to fucking.
She appears through bad scene transitions.
Yeah. Anyway.
Creative camera work, her greatest weapon.
Her greatest enemy, creative camera work.
I don't know, she seems to be using it to her advantage to fucking teleport.
So,
but,
Astra just leans on this chair that Lotus is not here, that October is sitting on. And it's just looking at you.
Does she have like how like vampires are basically stories that people get told in this world, but how closely does she fit to the like red eyes, deathly pallor, an insidious predatory look in the eyes, that kind of stuff?
Let me think here. Well, this is her.
So pretty close.
So pretty close.
Vampire.
Yeah, there's a vampire. There's a bit of a pause as Sanel takes a breath and is just like,
She wasn't there a moment ago. I couldn't sense her at all. Oh God.
she wasn't there a moment ago. But Lady Astra, we have questions if you are willing to give what is left of your night to help us.
She thinks, I will clean the cobwebs from your gray matter.
I actually understood that one. It's probably a worry. And then, like, quiet enough that only Gideon hears as he steps closer. It's like, that's probably a worrisome thing. But we'll approach and just be like,
yeah. Oh, the war is paused. There
yeah,
you go.
the war
You can
is
move
paused.
you can move if you would like.
Approaches the table that October sits at.
Does Gideon approach as well or maintain a healthy distance?
I'm trying, but my character sheet, there we go, was like being covered by the action bar. So I couldn't click my character sheet to close it. There we go. Oh, yeah, I'm already approached. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like, we have multiple questions to ask, but I will start with the one that is the most pertinent to our situation. Is there a way out of this fog that we have simply not found yet?
Indubitably.
That's 2 in a row.
I love how we just glossed over the pronunciation of indubitably.
That's exactly why Snell's like, oh fuck, I got that one too. Is there some way to control the fog? When I first arrived, I believed that those soul beacons, as you called them, had some ability to push away the fog.
Become as gods. And rest.
Thank the god. Thank God it wasn't 3 in a row. October, if you would be so kind.
It's kind of a joke between the two of us, because here the gods have no sway.
So
No?
there is no control that we could have over this fog.
The mist controls itself.
What even is it? Is it some sort of magical manifestation, or is it something natural?
Astra and I have debated long and hard over that, and I think Astra nods indubitably. And he goes, but I think the conclusion that we have come to is that if the If Beacon is the body, the mist is the nervous system.
So they're
It lets,
connected.
yes, without one, the other would cease to exist, and vice versa.
I heard that mist is the nervous system. I think my thing cut out the part
And
about a
Beacon
body.
is the body.
Beacon is the body.
Yep, if Beacon is the body, then the mist is the nervous system. And I think
Shit, here we go, blowing up another town.
Astra says, I think Astra gets a pensive look on her eyes and says, blowing holes in mouse houses. Messy business.
We have no
Unless
intent
you'd like to buy a premium trial.
for Raid Shadow Legends. The Beacon is now sponsored by
Raid Shadow Legends.
we
Have
no
you ever wanted to
intention-
feel miserable while also spending all of your money that wasn't on bills? Well, look no further, because now you can stop eating and start paying to play Raid Shadow Legends. Anyway.
We've no intention of harming Beacon. If the two are so linked, then taking control of the fog would lead to some problems here.
She goes, holes in the mouse holes. Mice holes for mice. Mice holes for mouse houses. For smaller mice.
So Beacon itself is not the issue, but something else. Something underground, perhaps.
Well, we were
Mouse
gonna go there
holes.
Angry arugula. Mm-hmm.
Why is everything we ever come across angry?
Maybe it's your face, says Astra.
Oh, there is very much a pissed look on Snell's face. Turns around for
That
a
does make
moment.
sense.
Okay. And?
And then like Maddie probably reaches over when Gideon says that and like taps one of her legs against him as if to like give him a warning slap. As she like has to clamber from one shoulder to the other since Snell turned around to be like, deep breaths, it's just a vampire. She's already an abomination. We don't care about those. Turns back around.
She's just staring at you. Like a child staring at a toy.
Be that as it may, we were already going to go down there to look for coal for Clem.
Ah, yes, actually. The town is rather in need of it. As much as you can find. Although I'd be careful down there. It is fairly dangerous.
Yes, he said that there were... Well, I'm not exactly sure what he said. But it sounded
Don't
like
ask me. I am not a Clem translator.
Well, we're a pretty strong group, and anything that we can't face, Sanel's face could scare off.
Mm.
He
I'm
turns
going to
and
make
just
sure you
smiles.
Yes.
I'm going to make sure you have no face.
Be that as it may, I am already making preparations with Timony to discuss longer term housing situations for the rest of you. I understand you want to be on your way as quickly as possible, but be that
And we
as it
will be.
may, there are few known ways to escape.
Ingenuity is our greatest gift, October.
Mm,
If a way does not exist, then we will make one.
I have no doubt, Sinel Dateloff, that is the case.
Tries to keep a blank face that they know their last name, or he knows their last name, but and very quickly, as is Sanel's wont when a conversation has steered into a place that makes them uncomfortable, instead of just turning around and walking away, decides to abruptly change subject. We also
Mhm.
had questions about dreams that it seems we have shared, or at least you have had the same dreams as a companion of ours that is not with us currently, Astra.
The short one.
Very short, yet surprisingly annoying for one his size.
With the enslaved soul.
The dog?
She nods.
I suppose so.
Hmm. Sad fate, that one.
Wait, sad. Oh, sad fate. I don't know why I was
Sad
like
face.
satay. Satay? Are you gonna saute the dog?
No.
Yeah, it's just like sad fate that one. Snell just goes, right. So you're already aware of the dream of which I would want to speak.
Glass houses in the stone throwing. And the bone growing.
It sounded more to me like bones were being broken. But
Oh, the
yes,
throw sewing, yes.
people made of stone being destroyed by our compatriots who seemed to be not of their own devices at the time. At least I hope so, or else I'm
Remember,
going to have a talk with Lotus.
just remember they were glass.
Oh, they were glass, not stone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why my brain I thought was like, oh, these people
Pompeii.
were just like petrified. Well,
You're thinking
petrified.
Pompeii, yeah, because it was people in like Greek robes, so it's
Mhm.
very like Pompeii flashbacky until you realize, oh, they
Mhm.
were glass.
Is there a way to prevent this? Or perhaps
God
better
damn
yet,
it.
perhaps better yet for someone with your what seems to be your talents, Astra. Is this a vision of what is, or is it a vision of what may be?
Is, was, maybe, will be, should be, shouldn't be, might be, mightn't be.
She doesn't know.
And
Mightn't be. I think October goes, now she's just having fun. If
this
you're
is a
to go
deadly
down,
serious question.
I think what she is trying to do is stall for time while she thinks. She does this to me sometimes. It's annoying as all get out because you can never tell when she's just being herself and when she's intentionally being obtuse.
What is it like having compatriots that you can have intellectual discussions with?
I would say it's the same as any other day.
I wouldn't know either.
I know where you live.
Good luck getting there.
You're
Thank you.
taking me there, you big dumb idiot.
Astra interrupts this with, and there the glass statues shall be smote down. The living glass and the dead flesh coming together in prophetic harmony.
Dead flesh. They were dead. They weren't being controlled.
What is control except the death of conscience?
Well, that this won't happen. This will not come to pass.
I'm sorry.
Well, What is there to be sorry about? You've your prophecies, Madam Vampire. I have ways. There are ways to outdo your dream visions. I will not be outdone by a specter of the mind.
You cannot outrun your own demise. And October puts a hand probably on her shoulder and says, "She's just telling you what she thinks you need to hear, I'm sure," he says, looking at Astra. "Maybe it's time you went to bed."
Yeah, she's got sent to her room.
And Gideon, you notice that, like, because Snell's covering, because in this vision, it was basically everyone that wasn't the party was taking part in this great smashing.
The Great Smashing of 1994.
The Night of Broken Glass.
That's a reference. But and that seems to be what's disturbing Snell. It's just like without a goodbye or anything, just turns and starts like quick walking away. Like no aplomb, no attempt at civility or anything. Just breathing a little faster than normal, just turns and starts walking away quickly.
Does Gideon follow?
He watches him walk away and just turns like, I've never seen, what's the word I'm looking for? Speechless before. And turns and walks.
"If you need anything else, we're here," says October as he stands.
Turn back and nod. Thank you.
Of course. Gideon, can I just a moment more of your time?
I'll stop and come back.
Well, he'll walk towards you.
Oh.
At some point, it would probably behoove us all for Mr. Dateloff to know that the reason I know his last name is because he is not the only Dateloff here. And I think we're going to cut. Oh, well, does Gideon have anything to say to that?
Wasn't Sanel's like sibling here? Don't we know that already?
Nope.
That person.
No,
that
because
we met?
Sanel would have shot somebody by now if it was it'd be like, brother,
Who was
die."
that? Who was that person you met? That was like your background person.
Oh,
Levy?
Levy?
Yeah, Levy.
Levy's the
elf.
person.
Oh, I thought Levy was like one of your siblings this whole time.
No.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have just been ignoring them. They would have shot them.
Mm.
Yeah, you guys have, there's a reason why you're like, oh, happy family reunion. Snell's like, fuck family. I hate family. All my homies hate families.
Yeah, Gideon will probably like squint his eyes and just nod. Now he's got to figure out who the fuck is a Dateloff and what is a Dateloff.
What's a Dateloff?
You could ask him.
Hey, I feel like Sanel and Lotus bump into each other on the way out
Both
of their
angry,
respective buildings.
both storming out.
Both angry and pissed. Yep.
Yeah, Snell bounces off of you and like starts to seethe and is like, watch where you're going, you.
Oh, Lotus already. She's probably still shifted, but it's just her face. And she's like, what? Just.
And Snell, it's not that they're frightened by your face, but like, given what they heard, there is a bit of a pause and they look away and then try to busy standing up and brushing themselves off.
I think
And
she would.
goes,
Go ahead.
I wasn't expecting to see you here.
I think Lotus would probably shake it off because it's not your fault. And she'd be like, sorry for snapping at you. You look pissy too. What's your problem?
I just need to get to my books. I will find a way to fix this.
Fix what? The beacon problem or the deserter problem?
The problem of the claw and the renegades dying.
I guess that's a totally different problem.
And Lotus, you're probably the person that Sinel is the closest to in the party.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a slight break in the exterior. As Snell says, we tried to speak to Astra about the dream. She didn't say that they were controlled. She said that they were dead, or dead to some extent.
I guess add it to the list of bullshit. I mean, I hate that. What? Astra's fucking crazy.
It was the one moment where she made any sense.
Shit. Is there like a timeline? Anything? Do you know anything else?
And you see Sinel sputter for a second, and then a little louder than probably they mean, say probably the phrase that you hear the least or have never heard them say. I don't know.
I would take Lotus back just a little. She would immediately jump out of her own bullshit headspace and just be like, is there any way I can help you?
And then there's a much more quiet, I don't know.
Does anybody else know about this?
Gideon. But Gideon is not want to go around spilling secrets.
If you find a direction, will you let me know?
Of course. Lotus, I won't let this happen.
I know. I know.
Do we tell anyone? Do we tell Bob?
You know, it's a funny thing running into my sister because she said a thing and she's said it before and she likes to repeat herself and it makes me fucking crazy. But the thing she said was, when you tell someone, it changes things. Lotus, when I tell you about scones, it changes and then you don't get scones. So the future isn't set in stone. So I don't actually know if we should or not. I don't know. I would assume that communication would be good. But what if the communication sets us down the path that is this direction? I'm not clairvoyant like her. She doesn't fucking speak to me about this sort of thing. I don't know.
I don't even believe in fate. Fate is just a word used by people who refuse to control their lives.
I'm on the fence about it.
I am too.
I'm sorry I yelled at you.
Oh.
You know how I feel.
I know.
refusing to say I'm sorry.
I know, and that's fair. And Lotus accepts that entirely because she loves you.
If anybody has not checked their inspiration box,
Oh.
check it.
Let's
Did
not
you
tell
know?
him.
Oh, sorry, what?
Let's not tell Bob. Bob's
Can we-
has enough to worry about.
Can I tell my wives? I don't know if I can hold that.
That's not for me to decide. I have no control over what goes on in the weather show. Nor would I want to before you ask.
I don't want you to either. I don't want you to control that. This is very much a Lotus-centric moment. You can't have it. No. Let me think.
They're your family, Lotus. Do whatever. You seem more than anyone else here to understand what that means.
God, family. They just fucking creep up on you, don't they? Like a tick.
And that's when Gideon comes out and goes, hey,
Yep.
your family's here.
You think it's gonna... that's adorable.
He better fucking tell, or else he's
That's a
gonna
great
get
time to
real
do it.
mad.
Nope.
Oh, Gideon's a little bitch.
Little bit.
Little bit
So-
of a bitch.
I am going to fast forward us, okay?
One last
To
thing.
the yeah.
Snow is like, I need to get to my books, but put on your best expedition shoes. We're going into yet another dank cave. This time we're going for coal.
I
if
hate
we-
this idea.
If we don't, we're stuck here. Trust me, I don't exactly want to be playing miner.
Different
Okay.
minor. Different minor.
Yeah, mention of mining.
This wasn't a triumph.
God
So-
damn it.
I am gonna fast forward us to the next morning. Is that okay with everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what time is it whenever this happens?
This is still morning-ish. You have a midday and an afternoon all to yourselves.
Okay, great. She's still mad. So she's going to go up to these women and she's going to be like, "Are you busy? And are you busy?"
No, we were told we weren't allowed to do anything. Remember?
Great. I would like to fight. And then she's going to take these girls by the wrist and go in the weather
Jesus.
show and you don't see them for the rest of the fucking day. Okay.
They've got a fucking boxing ring they put up there. They put on their sock and bottoms.
I mean, if that's what you want to call it, I just needed to release some fucking aggression.
More
Like,
fun than a pillow fight, so yeah, I'll call it that.
True.
I don't know. It sounds like you didn't have very fun pillow fights as a kid.
I got a good pillow fight story, but for right now, I'm just staring at Gideon going, are you going to tell me about the fucking other snake in the grass? You snake in the grass?
so the thing about fucking pillow fights, not fucking pillow fights is they start fun. By the end of it, everybody's really mad and like actually
Yes. Everyone's actually mad and actually trying to hurt people, and then people get tired when you're, especially like if it's like little kids like under the age of 10, then they get tired and don't want to play anymore, so they start to cry because then they know parents come and parents break up the pillow fight.
Mhm.
Fun fact, if you're angry, don't go to those places where they let you smash things. Acting out on aggressive feelings only makes you angrier.
It's true, but she's gonna act out, but in a totally different way. So, yeah.
Still aggressive.
She's destroying shit, all right.
Nice.
So anyway, we're cutting to the next morning. And you guys have awoken for breakfast. Gwen, Lotus, you're in your spots making coffee.
Is she still being fucking shitty? Or is she like less shitty? Because honestly, Lotus is at a moment.
It's the next morning. I'm sure you've slept it
Oh,
off.
I'm fine. Sure. Slept. Yes, totally.
Sanel, Gideon, Attila, I'm sure you're all up
Yep.
and around.
Snell probably barely slept.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Getting
think
getting
Attila.
revelation. Sorry, go ahead.
All I was gonna say is don't think Attila forgot about that smile that Gwen gave him. Have to look into that.
Oh God.
Meanwhile, Snell's like, I just got
A
told
girl
that all
smiled
of my
at me.
friends are gonna die.
Mm.
And
Attila-
also like commit glass genocide.
I'm gonna
Attila-
pick somebody. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just Attila has no female experience whatsoever. He basically
smiled at me.
he's a soldier all his life. That's it.
She's got
Only-
a smile. I think me mum had one of those.
Must be. Yeah, she's probably not into you. So you're sitting at watching Netflix, and she asks you if you want to go upstairs. Is she into you?
Probably
No, she's
not.
probably just tired and wants to go lay down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick somebody that's a little bit away from the group. I'm gonna say it's Attila. Maybe you're coming back from helping with breakfast. And you're moving through the tents, headed back to your guys' fire, when a woman pops out of Bob's tent.
Oh, everyone's hot.
So, I haven't been entirely honest with you. I fuck.
She's like, hello, question. Have you seen Lotus?
Well, based on previous endeavors, either she's. What time is it? He looks at his non-existent watch on his a cuff.
Right. It's like 7:00.
Yeah, he's like, well, about this time, she's probably getting coffee either outside the weather show or getting coffee somewhere.
Okay, I'll find that, I guess. Anyways, and she steps around you and walks off towards the direction of where you were headed. And she runs straight into Deidre and Sachiko. And it's yes, hey. Can you tell me where Lotus is? And I think one looks at the other. And Deidre just crosses her arms. And you're seeing
Not
this,
again.
Deidre just crosses her arms and goes, I'm sorry.
C5?
Who are you? And she goes, I just need to find Lotus. It doesn't really matter. And she goes, I'm sorry. We've kicked one crazy bitch's ass. We can do it to another. What do you want with her? And she goes, I'm sorry. I don't know who you think I am, but I'm looking for Lotus Moongarden, my daughter. And these two
Bob's fucking
just-
your mom.
Bob's fucking your mom.
these two just looking at each other, and she's like, okay, you know what, never mind, I'll just go find something else. I'll just go find someone else to help. And as she steps through these people, she's like, Lotus. Hey, Lotus.
Does she yes? Does she
You
I'm making
heard
coffee.
probably I heard you heard I'm looking for my daughter.
I
Lotus.
dropped everything. I
She
dropped
steps
everything.
through.
I have
Question.
Yes, Sanel.
Did Sanel hear, I'm looking for my daughter, Lotus?
I just imagine
Yes.
if he hears this, it's like a turn and a zoom into his eye.
Just a slight eye twitch.
we were Snell was working on Maddie, hears this, drops her, she falls and splits into all these different parts and is like he's just
So
like,
Lotus, you hear this?
No.
God.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no.
Lotus.
Yep.
So what's going on?
I hear this and I've stood up because I've done made coffee. It's great.
You're
I'm
probably
about to
holding the
pass
pot.
it. I'm holding the pot and I hear this. I drop the fucking pot. There is a crash. There is a fucking crash. And
Gwen's ankle is covered in coffee.
fuck, I'm sorry. And I'm just gonna like,
Maddie's
gonna
covered in
just-
coffee.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She is just gonna really, really slowly turn. And as she's slowly turning, Gwen, if Sanelle's close by, you're gonna see it too. She's gonna go, fuck.
Gideon, you're probably
You-
sitting across the fire. Gideon, you see this too.
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
I certainly
fuck.
have somewhere to be. Sanel starts to leave, and then we hear Maddie
Oh,
raises
as you
up a
turn-
leg.
As
Oh,
you
she's
turn
there.
to leave. Oh, go ahead. Maddie raises up a
Matt-
leg, yeah.
It's like,
Save me!
because she's not put back together.
And you turn, you walk through a gap between tents and bump into this blonde lady. And she goes, excuse me. And she looks past you. And
Sanel
she
moves
goes,
their head in the way and is like, "Can I help you?"
I'm sorry. Yes, I need to talk to her, actually. Excuse me.
Who? And Sanel's playing the getting in the way is playing that part for her.
She goes, I'm sorry, young man, but you really do not want to get in between me and my daughter right now.
Your daughter. Who would that be?
Lotus, springtime moon garden. Get yourself over
Shit.
here.
No. We've
Lotus,
made
you
eye
idiot!
contact.
I was trying to cover for you.
I know we've made eye contact. And she's just like, fucking springtime. She said fucking
Wait a minute. Your middle name is Springtime.
I know.
You know what? I suddenly have a much brighter opinion of you.
He hates
Stepping aside to let her go to Lotus, and it's like, if you'll excuse me, I must assist my I don't know what
Pet?
I would call you. You're not a pet, but what are you?
You're hurt. That's what he is. That's what she is.
He's like, fine, get all this coffee off of you. Hope the
And
grounds didn't get in your gears.
Gwen is looking at you
Grinds
like,
your
what the
gears."
fuck's going on, Lotus?
I don't see her. I only have eye contact with fucking Bridget. And I'm just like,
Who is walking towards you.
I can't break eye contact. You break eye contact, she wins. So it's just like,
And uh-huh.
she's gonna win.
She marches up to you and gives you a hug. It's a dangerous hug.
Hi, Mom. She's
Hi, dear.
Twenty-
A
As
lot
she
of
holds
Lotus
you at
is a
shoulder
beacon.
length.
She's
Or a
so
lot of moon gardens and Beacon. I mean,
There are a lot of moon gardens in Beacon
Lot
right
of
now.
There's just a lot
Fucking
of
moon
moon
gar-
gardens.
There's so many.
There's
She's just-
you've only scraped the tip of that iceberg with how many moon gardens there are.
Oh,
That's
boy.
house population is moon gardens.
Phil loves it 'cause he's an only child, so you don't have no
Oh,
siblings. This is
You
crazy.
should come to the moon garden sometime. It's wild, but not right now, probably. She's just gonna
And
she's
so-
gonna do that like really uncomfortable path,
She holds
right?
you
Like,
at
just-
right. Yep, she lets go and holds you at arm's length. And she's looking over your shoulder. She's like, "Oh, hi, Sage dear." And he's like, "Hi, Mom." She's like, "Thank
What
you so much for the
What'd you say?
What's Sage's middle name, please? I'm interested. As
What is it?
slowly putting Maddie back together.
I don't know.
Not
It's-
important. Unimportant," she says.
Indeed.
Thank you.
A fitting name.
Thank you so much for your letter and letting me know what's going on with this one.
Lotus breaks eye contact, and immediately there are fucking daggers at this son of a bitch. I'm just like, I'm gonna.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I'm gonna
whoa, whoa!
fucking
You know that she was gonna find out eventually, and if she found out that I knew and didn't tell her, do you know what would happen to me?
You are a goddamn bitch. Just
You know what? I'll take that fucking moniker, because at the end of the day, I'm not the one who gets flayed alive.
Do you want to borrow Maddie, Lotus?
she's gonna hold out her hand while still looking at this man.
Hit the third and then the first button and throw her.
I'm gonna do it if she doesn't stop me. Is she gonna stop me? What
She'll
does it do?
take your open wrist and say, "We don't fight each other anymore. Isn't that right, Lotus?"
Ooh.
Technically, she's not doing the fighting. Maddie is.
Yeah, but she's gonna give Maddie back to you. Because that sucks.
Holds her. It's like, don't worry, my creation. One day you'll have a chance to run rampant.
Lotus is just like, so you're here, and Sage is a bitch. So, how are things, Mom?
I think you see behind your mother, two ladies that have followed her.
The other mothers.
Sachiko and Deidre. No.
Oh, Jesus. She's gonna see past her mother just slightly, and there is gonna be like a very short.
So, she catches it and she turns and, oh, are these the two you decided not to bring home?
I mean, okay, listen, I was gonna.
You married these people
Yes.
in a tent without us having met them.
Yes.
Technically, it wasn't in a tent. It was on a boardwalk.
Well, we got twice. There was a second serum. Doesn't matter.
Oh, a springtime moon garden.
Can you not, like, don't, please, don't. Do you know?
Would you rather me use just your middle name?
I can't
I
deal
would.
with this. I can't deal with this. What do you need, Mom? What do you need, Mom?
Has Attila followed? Is Attila watching this from the other end?
Oh yeah, I've been here the whole time.
This is a breakfast in a show.
I'm just standing here with my arms
Breakfast in a
crossed.
show. She goes, I would ask you to introduce me to your two wives. However, we're on a bit of a tight schedule now. So you're going to be coming with me.
No.
We're leaving. We're going home.
I'm
Good luck with
I'm
that.
busy. I'm on an adventure, Mom. I'm doing a thing. You told me to do things, and I'm doing the things.
I am not telling Junie that she did not get to meet her sisters before wedding day.
Oh, you are cruel. You are harsh.
You are going to do it for yourself. That is your punishment.
Are we missing the fact that we're trapped in some sort of smoky hellhole?
Right. We can't even get out. We can't even. You're stuck here. You're stuck.
Oh,
you're stuck.
yes. Yes. Dear, you have 5 minutes to pack.
What?
Oh shit! Attila's full mouth is full of food, and he hears this. He's like, he starts scrambling, like in the background.
Gideon stands up.
I wonder how much damage you would do if you self-destructed right now.
I think.
Looking
I think
at Maddie.
Please don't kill my mother. Please don't kill my mother.
Your mom kind of bad.
Your mom kind of bad though, in a lot of ways.
She fucking mean, man. Lotus is realizing I am not gonna win this fucking fight. Not at all. Is gonna go to the weather shome, and she's gonna pack it up, and she's gonna step over to Sachiko and Deidre, and she's gonna hand it to them and say, I don't know exactly when I'm coming back, so if you want to hold on to this for me.
Lotus,
Mhm.
She looks at
Yeah.
these two. You two are coming with us. Dear, you didn't choose the time when to introduce them to the family, so now I have to choose. What are Kane and Travis going to say? I mean, I've already heard what they have to say. I've heard what Claudia has to say, and Audrey has certainly done a lot of saying.
Her heart is inside of her throat right now. Like,
So, oh no, these two are coming with us.
If you're taking those three, then you're gonna get everyone out of here.
You can't
I
just walk
don't-
off with a fifth of the expedition's combat teams.
She goes,
you can't walk off with a fifth.
and I think Sage goes, "Oh, don't worry, I'll hold down the fort for you while you're gone, Lotus."
Sage, I
And
swear to
Bridget
God, I'm going to
turns
burn
and
you.
goes, "Oh no, you are coming with me as well. Don't think you're absolved from all of this just because you decided to play snitch." And
So you're walking
Sage,
away with even more than 5.
I've already talked to Bob. They will be back tomorrow morning. And she turns, the 5 minutes is now 3 minutes, and the two of you, actually, the 3 of you, still need to pack. And at that point, I think Dahlia comes over and, did I miss it?
Did you miss
Dahlia!
Did you miss it? You said after bacon. You said after bacon. After bacon. She's losing her fucking shit. You said after. I had time, and you lied to me. She's lost her goddamn shit. She's lost it. She's red. She's beet red, and she's so mad. And she's gonna walk straight past Dahlia, and she's gonna punch Sage in the goddamn face.
As you do that, I think there's a moment as you walk past Dahlia, she goes, "Oh, Sage, duck!" And Sage just has the moment to look at her and go, "What?"
Duck.
Before this,
Where?
she's like, "I was a little late on that one."
Punch him in the goddamn face.
Lotus, what did we say about fighting?
It's not a fight if he's
It's a punishment.
It's
It's a
a
beat
love
down.
tap. It's a love tap. Besides,
It's
I
a
love
fight, it's
him.
a beating.
She goes, well, in that case, 2.5 minutes, and I am counting. She's looking at these two who have just realized they probably need to go grab some shit. Dahlia, you're coming with us as well.
You're taking all gardens?
Well, yes, because I think we need to have a family chat.
Oh, I love this for us. I'm so excited about it.
Great,
Wait,
stealing
what-
her from
okay.
us.
But-
Her other family.
She's got hives. She's now got hives. She's bright red and she's got hives. She's
Attila's actively telling
fucked.
people we gotta pack.
She's Attila. God. And I think, long story short, Bridget teleports away with Sage, Dahlia, Lotus, Deidre, and Sachiko.
Oh, before they teleport away, I'm just gonna look at Gwen and I'm gonna wave and just be like, if I survive, I'll see you. Just
She's like, I guess if you die, I'll miss the coffee
Yeah.
and the warm bed.
this is the teleport.
And the
that she
warm
wants.
bed as they teleport, and Bridget is just like, "Wait, what?"
Fuck! No, Bridge didn't need to hear that. Did Bridge hear it? Bridge didn't hear it. Bridge didn't hear that.
Uh-huh. Oh, she fucking did.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she heard that. She totally fucking heard that.
You're lucky I only have one casting of teleportation circle a day, young lady.
Oh no, this isn't teleportation circle. This is teleportation. The 7th level spell.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure which one was the higher.
Yep.
She's a straight gangster.
She's a bad bitch, let me tell you. And now
And
Lotus
Bob's getting
dies.
some.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe.
I don't think so
That's-
either.
That's our headcanon.
Yep.
It's your headcanon.
Bob Sims
So-
for
Hey,
Lotus
you.
Moongarden's mom.
Is Bob
With
my
that-
dad?
Travis, my queen.
Is Bob my dad?
Oh God! Oh God! Yeah, the reason
Never
you
seen
looked.
Moon.
Wait, so this means that the reason you look like Travis and act like Kane is
No,
because
I look like
Bob is
Kane and
actually a
act like
mix.
Travis.
Either way,
Doesn't matter. It
it
doesn't
Bob is
doesn't
your
matter.
dad.
Bob's my dad.
Bob,
Bob's your
you
uncle
are the
and your
father.
dad.
Ew. I hate that.
Isn't there a
I hate
Bob-
Cartoon
that so
Network
much.
show
Yep.
like that?
Bob's your uncle and your father. Let's not
Ew.
ask
Your grandpa.
questions.
I can't do this.
Uncle Dad.
Grandpa.
Oh God.
Uncle Grandpa.
All right, let's get some sign offs because it's 1 o'clock. Let's start with Ryan.
Hello, everyone. Today you caught me playing Attila, the White Lion Warrior. I really enjoyed today's session. That was I enjoyed the role play and getting to scare a man. Well, I did it. Lotus did, but assisting in the endeavor and then trying to not completely burn the bridge. You know, it's been fun. It was fun. I play here every Wednesday as Attila. That is the only game I'm currently in right now. But hopefully in the future I will be in more. But these lovely people are going to tell you about games they're in, and you should check those out because they're sick. And that's me.
And let's move on to Rowan.
Hi ho, friendolas, it's me, Rowan, otherwise known as I Heard. I'm here today playing Sunel, who got to show that they're a bit of a person and don't like the idea of not having an answer to something, especially when it comes to, 10 people that they kinda, not that they like them or anything, Baka, fucking dying and also committing glass genocide. Can also catch me here on Fridays where I run Yakshas, where, everyone's pissed for different reasons. Next
I'm
episode's probably going to be a lot of people just sitting in their rooms listening to Linkin Park. Can also find me here on Saturdays where I'm in Lands of Funny Name, where I play Faro, the android gunslinger sniper fighter who, it felt so good just getting to pop some kobolds after playing a character that couldn't do shit. Fucking one of them tried to run away and it was like, nope, from downtown. It was nice. Go and see that.
God.
I think that's it
All
for
right.
me.
It's really funny the way Gunner's sitting because he's staring off to his left, which happens to be where all of our our picture or videos are. So it actually looks like he's staring at us on the screen itself. Like, go, it's your turn.
Daniel.
Hey, is your boy Detective Gideon? He's gonna try to figure it out on his own. Screw Snell. The instant he tells Snell will become absolutely single-minded in finding this person and will just stop everything else. And I'm not wrong.
For good reason. For
But-
good reason. They're evil.
You can catch me here on Friday in Yaksha. So one person who's not mad. No, I just freed an AI from a torturous solo existence of pain and suffering, and everyone else wanted to kill. And I'm going to repair it and bring it back and make it whole again. You can also catch me on Saturdays in Lands of Iboria as Duramag, the alchemist witch orc, who I went from see my big axe. Now you don't because it's in your head, so you can't see it and you're dead.
Sexy.
To I know I just cast spells, but I'm not. I don't do as I'm not up in someone's face, and if I get hit once, I'll probably die because I'm a fragile little orc witch. And then that is everything I'm in on stream. Yes.
All right, and last but certainly not least, me. Go ahead, Amy.
No, fuck me, I guess. It's cool. Go on. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hello, baby Geddon. Today I hurt my throat being mad because I was Lotus. My mommy showed up and picked me up and took me home. She's mad. So stupid. Oh, I love it so much. I'm in so much fucking trouble. Shit.
I didn't drop the B word, but I didn't think I would have to today.
I forgot to do the one
Bitch.
thing that I wanted to do, which was
Bitch.
I wanted to ask her if I could say the B word, and she'd be like, "No," and I'd be like, "Please, it's just because you're beautiful." And she'd be like, "Oh," and I'd be like, "I love you, bitch." Then it'd be funny, but okay. Anyway, packed up my toys and I went home. And that sucks. Which this is fun. And then on Fridays, I'm in Yakshas where I am actively mad at Daniel's character because he risks everybody's lives to save a fucking computer program. It's just like, fuck you. So
An
that's
AI,
gonna be
to be fair.
I know, still. It's just like she's moody about it. It'll be fine. She'll get over it eventually. And then next Monday isn't a thing. I'm actually not gonna be around next week because I have other things to do. So Lotus will be in the Moon Garden and Amy will be doing hood rat shit in Utah. D&D hood rat shit to be exact. So that's me.
Alrighty. I think I've got one last scene for everybody. Bob is sitting in his tent. He's poring over a map, trying to decide where within a 25-mile square they are. When there is a pop, and suddenly Bridget is standing in the tent. She looks around a moment and, hello, Bob. Bridget, to what do I owe this pleasure? She goes, oh, I'm just around. How about you? He goes, well, we're stuck for the moment, but I feel like we'll find a way out of this. She's like, that's great. I'm looking for Lotus. He says, ah. Right, did she do something this time? And she goes, you could say that. He goes, it was the wedding, wasn't it? She goes, oh, so you knew and didn't write. And he goes, well, unlike your daughter, I don't have a fancy book that sends letters wherever I damn well please. And
Talking
she
shit!
goes,
Sorry.
and she goes,
Dad,
you know,
why?
she goes, that's fair. He says, she's kind of important to what I have going on here right now. She goes, oh, I'll have her back tomorrow. I just need to scare her. He says, well, don't be too hard on her. I need her in one piece. And she goes, oh, I don't break anything I can't fix. And we're going to cut there. Hello, everybody. My name is Cyrus Smith. Today you caught me running over the horizon. Where, today there was some great fucking role play. Players guilted the DM into giving inspiration.
I'm gonna save it until the very end of the campaign and use
I
it
know
against
you
the
fucking
DP.
will, even though you've got that fucking
Never
deck of
use
cards.
it.
You've got that deck of get out of jail free cards, but no, use. God, never
Not
fucking
yet.
use it.
Not yet. Yeah, they don't know enough about it yet, but I don't want to say too much. But I feel like the situation's got to be real fucking dire. It's always in the back of my mind, but the
It's
situation's got
always
to
in-
be real dire.
Party wipe? Yeah.
Yes, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, as long as people keep rushing into combat, using all of their spells up in the first room, and getting unlucky crits on themselves, I mean, they've got to take that adamantine armor off sometime, right? That being said, you can also find me on Fridays, where I am not a person. Wow, I am not a person
Let's end it
running
there.
things.
I'm not a priest.
where I am not a game master, but a player, who is up to the exact same shit I would get up to as a dungeon master. You know, hood rat shit, coon shit,
Just hood rat shit.
just hood rat shit. So that being said, let's get out of here on an R.I.P. Lotus.
All right.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Lotus.
Lotus.